Brian Allen. What's happening tonight? Barbecue 5.0. What's happening? What's going on? People rolling in. Hey, I got a notification that I'm live. I don't know why it's doing that. We got Bama 5.0. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. What? Carrie's driving? Does she feel okay? I'm pretty sure she liked that one. What's going on here? Why is that doing that? Oh, he's driving. Oh, I gotcha. I was confused by the Hia. But he won't let you drive the truck. That makes sense. Don't want to have some kind of, Explorer accident. So, sup all you misfits. Yeah, we misbefitting. Nothing going on. Caught a mouse yesterday. He didn't make him. He was running around. I caught him though. I got these new kind of mouse traps. They're sweet. They're deadly. And they don't well, I mean, I guess you could hurt yourself on them, but they're not like the other ones. Very easy to set up. Indo catch.
Howdy.
What's happening, man?
Not much. What kind of mouse trap did you get?
There's some little plastic ones. And all you got to do is push them and they click open. And then to have a little dish in it that you push in and turn and pull it out, put what you need to put in it, peanut butter or whatever, and then take it, push it, and twist it and put it back in.
What do you find that's the best to catch the mice, like food? Because I have trouble sometimes.
Peanut butter.
Really, because sometimes they don't even look at it or they'll eat it off the trap. So, but
Yeah,
the best ones I found is the sticky traps.
These things haven't failed me once.
Yeah, I had a round of those. They got up in my ductwork. How they got it in my ductwork, I don't know, but they were in my ducts. So
yeah, we got a drop ceiling in the other room. They kept getting in there. Well, I seen one up there when I was in there one day. I was like, "What the?" So I was like, "All right, bastard, I got a little trap for you. I got a little peanut butter in there, put it in there." And then next morning I woke up, I looked up there, got him.
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, hopefully you're the only. If you're the last one." So then I reset.
Never the last one. You don't get one.
Reset it up there, And then I walked out into the living room and I heard the thing go off. I was like, no way. I went
Yeah.
back in there.
They watched you set it. Yeah.
I know. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We got the power plant guy.
What up? What up? What up?
Let's
Hey,
go on.
Carmel. No, I had
Good
I
evening,
got
Brother
my
Tool
ducks are in the
Garage.
floor. How you doing?
Salty.
What's up, buddy?
How you guys doing
yeah.
this evening?
Good.
All right.
Well, I am
my
sitting
duck-
here eating, so that's the reason why I ain't talking.
Is
My
anyone
ducks are
going to
in the-
Motor City Fox Fest this year? Yeah, I'll go. It's not that far away, so that's why I'll go.
Yeah.
Drove
No,
the
my
GTR
ducks
to
are
work
in the-
today.
Yeah.
Since
That was fun.
since my ducks are in the floor, I could hear them crawling around, especially at night, and they'd crawl through my vents and start going through the house.
Oh, jeez.
It's like you little turd droppers. Yeah. No, I got the sticky traps, and I caught, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them like that. And that's right about the time that cat showed up, and he started eating them too. So he's got a couple of them, and I got one of them chicken hawks flying around. He started eating them too. It's like, yeah.
Damn.
God damn, what are you having, an infestation?
Well, the field wasn't mowed. Like the guy had come get the hay, he didn't come get it. So my neighbor come through and just brush hogged everything, and they just ran out of the field, and some of them coming to the house. I had one in my shop. It's like I don't even know how it got in there. It's a metal shop, you know.
Them little bastards will amaze you where they can get and how they get in and shit.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, the one I got was teeny. He was a little guy.
The one in the shop was a big old field mouse, almost a rat size. It's like, how'd you get it? There's no place for you to get in, you
I'd
know.
have popped that motherfucker with a 22.
Well, he was already dead, so you know. I mean, I could do that, but it's a bit pointless, you know.
Look, when they get that big, I ain't trying to fucking get close. I'm gonna nail their ass from a distance if
See,
I can.
That's
Better not
something that I
miss,
was,
Salty.
that was something I
what
was
there-
thinking about getting.
Said better not miss, Salty. You fucking blow a hole in the side of
Yeah.
the barn.
That's okay. I'd rather pass that than get bit by that fucking rat.
I wanted to get a 22 pistol, you know, and Dunham's has one of them like cowboy looking ones.
Yeah.
I got one of those.
They
It's
got
like
Yeah, they got them for like $150. I was like,
Hell, that ain't bad.
Dakota Arms one is like real heavy. It's like a 357 frame or something. It's real heavy, brass inlays
Yeah.
on it.
Well, I seen Mauser. Mauser has a 1911 looking one for like $250 or something like that.
I tell you what, if you want to go target practice and just have fun shooting, go get you a 22. That's cheap.
Yeah,
22s are fun to shoot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. You'd be surprised how powerful they are. But go get
They
you
do
one of those
move,
damn BB pellet guns that you pump up, the rifles.
yeah,
Dude, you knock a fucking mouse's head right off his body with that bastard with a pellet.
yeah. You talking about those 1.7s or whatever?
Yeah. You knock the damn head right off of that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Them asses are powerful.
I keep seeing the 90 octane marine grain gas in my local gas station. Is it worth running that in a Fox? I don't drive.
Marine grade?
Yeah, I don't know. I just get 93 all the time. That's all I ever put.
Yeah.
There it is. Look at that joker.
91 around here, but
Oh, yeah. It was
He's got
80
the
degrees today. I wasn't driving the van to
overhead
work. That
view.
wasn't happening.
yeah.
Hell no, 80 degrees. You gotta bring the monster out.
Got to bring the monster out.
I mean,
I
if you,
turn
don't
my-
drive that many, if you don't drive that many miles, just go get you a mix. You know, you might have to drive a little ways, but get some of the racing fuel and mix it with your 91, and then you just have a couple jugs of that sitting around. And
You talking about Carmine?
Oof.
no, Indo.
Oh.
Indo catch. What he's talking
Like
about?
that's what my old neighbor he would do because he had a real high compression engine, and he would just go get a couple jugs of that and he'd mix it with 91 and like 50-50 or whatever. And
I don't even under what is marine grade. I don't even.
I've never heard of that. I'd
Yeah.
have to Google that.
I don't understand that either.
Maybe it's for a boat. I don't know what's different about.
I mean,
a boat.
even if it is for a boat, the only time I can see you need marine grade is like a 2-stroke outboard where you have to mix the damn oil.
If it had the gas mixed in with it.
Mhm.
Or maybe it has no ethanol in it.
Well, that'd just be pure gas.
I know, but sometimes they sell like gas for small engines that's meant to have no ethanol in it at all.
Oh, it's ethanol free, 90 octane.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
they got that down here at our pumps.
So it's
They
just
just say
pure
they say
gas.
non-ethanol.
Yeah, that's all it is, pure gas. I don't.
But that shit went up. It used to be pretty cheap. That shit ain't cheap no more.
Imagine that, pure gas.
Yeah.
Remember back in the 80s when we used to get the leaded gas? Shit
Yep.
always ran good.
Yep.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when the ethanol thing was really kicking in. I was in the Atlanta area and I did a side job to go through, and I think it's like Quick Trips. And we went through and sucked all the water out of all those gas tanks, because when they changed over to ethanol, any water that you would have would mix in with that ethanol.
Mhm.
So we went through all those gas stations and had the little suck truck and filter and everything, and did like 70 something of those gas stations.
Yeah, we got Quick Trips all over this damn state. This state is full of them. Some bitch.
Yeah.
What?
It's called a QT, Quick Trip gas station.
Yep. It's
Oh.
it's like East Coast. I know Atlanta area, East Coast areas where those were.
You can't mess them. They're big fucking red stores, and they got a big ass damn QT right on the awning of their damn gas
Mhm.
station.
Oh, I remember those. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
those.
they got the little coffee bar thing and all that stuff.
I mean, they're actually pretty cool stores on the inside, though. Believe it or not, they
We got
offer a lot of stuff.
Speedway.
We also got the stations called Racetrack, also.
Yeah, I've
Yep,
seen
Yep,
those.
seen those.
We got Come and Go that just built a place right here down the road here.
Yeah, there's one in town here. I think I went in there one time because my muffler fell off or something. I was just using the clamps, I didn't weld it on. And eventually it got loud and just fell off. I mean, I think it's just the raw power of the Slant 6 I had at the time. Just blew it right out. Just couldn't hold it.
Yeah,
Raw
there you go.
torque.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't wait to move out of this fucking state.
What, Georgia?
Yes,
Oh, you like Georgia?
but I've been living here all my life, except for the 2 years I lived in Gulf Shores. I fucking hate it here.
Yeah, I
Come to
wasn't
Michigan
a
and try
big
some winter
fan
with
of
us.
Georgia.
No, I'm good. I'll pass on that one.
Salty.
Appreciate it. I appreciate the invite, though. If I go anywhere else, it's gonna be south. I ain't
You already
going
are
anywhere
south.
north.
You're in Georgia.
Yeah.
hmm We got Florida.
Yep.
That's deep south.
That's
Go-
it. Hey,
Or
Trust me.
Louisiana.
My kind of place.
Go to Texas.
look, you got so many people that's moved from every state in the union to Florida. It's really not considered the deep south anymore because you got so many damn different kind of people that live there now. It's not
No,
like
we-
it is
Yeah.
here in Georgia.
Oh shit.
It's like the further south you go in Florida, the more northern it feels.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I lived in the South Florida area. It's not Florida.
No,
There's
it's
a lot
not.
of Cubans down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of everything down there.
Cubans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans. Shoot, when I was down there, a lot of Venezuelans. That was back in like the mid '90s, though, when they weren't like socialists. As
Good evening,
bad
Bama. How you doing, buddy?
as they are now. But a lot of Brazilians. Brazilians, I knew down
Brazilian
there.
women.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, trust me. They just
Yeah,
don't.
buddy.
Look, it's just not the men that comes. They all come.
Puerto Rican,
Hell yeah.
the freaking Venezuelan. Oof.
Oh, Venezuelan chicks. I'm gonna tell you right now. People can say what they want, but they fucking hot as shit.
And then I had a
Oh,
buddy
yeah.
of mine. I had a Puerto Rican friend of mine. Every time he'd hear a Venezuelan woman talk, he'd just be like, "Oh, that accent." I go, "What accent?" He laughed at me. He goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "Spanish. Different countries have different Spanish accents. I just like the Venezuelan one."
They all sound the same for someone who don't
I
live
know.
down there. You know what I mean?
I said that's hilarious. I said kind of like, so you're saying like kind of like southern United States compared to the northern, right? He goes, exactly. It's kind of they got their different accents around. I was like, that's interesting. I never thought about it like that.
See, we actually got three different kind of accents in the United States. We got the Southerners, we got the Northerners, and then we got the people from fucking Boston because they got their own shit. Nobody
Well,
else.
you got
They're fucking
Boston,
different.
you got New York.
Yankees, Bama says.
Yeah.
Yeah, but New York, you know, they're no offense, but they're your typical Yankees. But when you go to Boston, it's
Well,
it's like it's stepping into another
I
fucking
know,
country.
but still, New Yorkers got an accent, man. Especially Long Islanders, you know, and don't forget the Chicagoans. So, us here in Michigan, we kind of got a little bit of that Chicagoan thing.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
we-
do. After hearing
We talk normal in Michigan.
When we
after hearing Sublime and then hearing a lot of you different guys from Michigan, yeah, y'all kind of got the kind of same kind of blend, if you know what I mean.
when I edit myself, I listen to myself, and I'm like, the way I say cars, car and garage. Sometimes I just start cracking up. I go, damn, there is an accent.
I wonder what we sound like to people who are friggin' from down south.
To me, man, I mean, really, honestly, if I can explain this to where y'all can understand it, us down here in the South, when we speak honestly, we never say anything clearly. Everything's got a draw to it. When you guys speak, everything's clearly. It has no draw.
Well,
if you understand what I mean by that.
not like Michigan. Michigan, we don't. A lot of up here, we don't like pronounce T's. So when we say little, we don't say little.
No,
Right.
it sounds like you pronounce it with a D.
Little.
Yeah,
Little.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
Little.
like cotton. It's not. We don't say cotton.
Yeah, I don't say
That's
cotton
how
either.
you're supposed to say it, right? I mean,
We don't say crayon here. We call them crayons.
I never really thought about it like that, Funky.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, y'all don't have a big accent. I don't think. I know I do, but
What's up there, Chad? How you doing, buddy?
Mad Motorhead.
Mad
What's up,
Motorhead.
buddy? Good to see you.
I just talked to him either
Hey,
yesterday or
man.
day before on the phone for about 30 minutes.
So sweet.
He would just get some information on RC cars and stuff like that.
no, that's another go down a rabbit hole thing right there, isn't it?
Well, it can be if
That
you
could
let
be
it.
an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Not like my
If you
hobby
take
is
it to the-
expensive, but
If you let it get out of hand like I do, yes, it's expensive. Because I can't stop with just one RC car. Like now, I got like 47 of them,
Well,
and
look
actually,
at
I got more in the mail on the way. So
RC Reveal.
yeah, well, that dude right there, man.
He just keeps buying and buying.
Look, I got my theory on him. Him buying RC cars, it's like he's done everything else with his channel, if you think about it. When him buys RC cars, it's like him with the Mustangs. He's like at a dyno session, and he's trying to whip out it's like a dick measuring contest with him.
Well,
You know, he's got to have more, and he's got to have the most expensive shit that sell on the market.
he did when he had his Mustang channel. He just basically changed the name of it to this. But I've talked to Jerry on the phone for a long time. He's a cool guy.
Oh
And,
yeah, he seems like he's cool,
he
but
said-
it's just the way his videos come off. It just seems like it's a dick measuring contest. You know what
But
I mean?
he said to me, he goes, dude, before I did this whole Mustang channel, he goes, I had an RC channel that had thousands of subscribers before.
What the
was like-
fuck did you stop it for? Why didn't you just
I was like,
continue
really?
doing
I
that
was
with
like,
the
yeah.
Mustang shit?
I said, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, I just got tired of doing it. He goes, RCs. He goes, I don't know what it is. He goes, I get addicted to that shit.
Oh, trust me, it is very addicting, dude.
And now seeing all of his videos that he does now, I could see he's
Yeah,
addicted
it's-
again, you know?
It's very addicting. I mean, if you're just not one of those guys who like puts the batteries in them and takes them out like once a month and play with them, then it's no big deal. But if you're somebody who just likes to go out and run them for 15, 20 minutes at a time, just have fun instead of sitting on the couch, eating fucking bonbons and watching goddamn something on TV. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it's funner. It's like me. That's why I started selling all my RC cars at first, because I wasn't in a group or nothing. Because I was always out playing with the RC cars by myself. And it just got fucking boring as hell. So when I found this RC Misfits group here in Atlanta and I joined them, it's like now when I go out, man, there's like 15, 20, 30, 40 guys out there. And we're all just having fun. And it just makes the hobby that more pleasant. It's like the car guys, you know, when you go to Ford Takeover or Foxtoberfest or something like that. When you're hanging out with your buddies, it's a lot more funner than going by yourself.
Yeah, and that's the way any hobby is going to be, you know, unless it's just a solo hobby. But, you know, it's like you playing video games. It ain't going to be fun if you wasn't playing with other people, you know.
Exactly. Same thing. Yep.
I mean, there's some games that are solo games, but, you know, that gets boring.
Yeah, but even with the solo games, you can be on like a voice chatting program like Discord or like we used to use back in the day, TeamSpeak. Even though you guys can't play each other
or something. Hey, Pink.
Yeah.
Hey, Pink.
Even though you guys can't play each other, but you can both be playing the same game at the same time, but be on the voice chatting program with each other and just chatting it up, having a good time. And it just makes it a lot more pleasant.
Right now. That's.
Come on, girl. You gotta go in the living room while I go outside. No, you can gripe all you want, but you still go in the living room. Everything get quiet?
I shot some primer today on my dad's truck, the firewall and frame area and behind the fenders. So tomorrow.
All I done was ignored my fucking brother all day. He kept getting on my fucking nerves.
I shot some paint on my bracket I made for my Aces PDM.
Oh yeah, you got your video. I was going to watch that and I got distracted and haven't done it yet.
Oh no, that's
not outside for a while.
That's my.
I get another pack of cigarettes.
No, I'm doing that in this video right now. I made a bracket for the Aces PDM for under the seat. I got all the wire pulled and cut and ready to get hooked up.
Did you make it out of plywood?
Hell no.
Well, I'm just asking you.
I had a spare piece of Fox body replacement flooring.
Oh, hey, that's perfect, dude. Really?
So I cut it out.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Cut it out.
Well, I'm going to drop off here and everything. I just want to drop in and say hi and.
All right, man.
See how everyone's
see you, bud.
Take it easy, man. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. Later.
If you do anything, just name it after Salty.
What?
Little black Salty, I gave him some birdseed today. He got happy as a son of a gun.
I'm gonna take a freaking big steam.
You want to go outside? Come on. God damn it! I already took you out. Come on, let's go.
Finished a big steamer.
I just got home from taking a nice little hour plus drive.
In the Mustang?
Hour plus drive.
Yeah.
What'd you drive? The truck? What'd you drive?
Mustang.
Okay, well now you told us what you drove.
Well, if you'd listened and heard what Carmob had said, you would have heard.
Damn, he just knocked himself out.
Really?
Who did?
Yeah, Salty.
Oh, like what happened?
Uh-oh.
I had a nice little 35-minute drive today too with the GTR coming to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 80 degrees outside today. I said, I'm not taking the van to work.
Did you give it all 1,100 horsepower?
No, I have it detuned down to 950.
Okay.
So I will say today, at one point,
pork belly.
when I was driving, I put it in third, hit the gas, going
Here's
around
pork belly.
I just wasn't used to how little power it has.
Good evening, Mr. Mach 1.
What's going on, man? I was out in that Mach 1 tonight, dude. Fucking loving it.
Which one?
Woo!
Which
Killing
one?
it.
You can't just say Mach 1. You got to specify which one.
There's Papa Mach and there's Mach 1. Get it?
Yeah.
He took the orange car out.
I said Mach 1. That's the 21.
Okay, well.
Yeah, buddy.
You didn't know it.
Well, Pinks, how'd your car do when you took it out today, buddy?
Did
What's
fine.
Did it?
Did fine. I mean, I drove it this morning. I went and got the tabs for it, which cost way too much money. And ran some errands and did some driving, breaking the clutch in mainly. And then when I came home, I jacked it up, checked the bunny. I'd been driving it for a while this morning, so I checked some bolts, made sure everything was still tight. Everything was.
Yeah.
And then I just took it for a long cruise. I wasn't going fast. I was doing.
Okay, I'm jealous.
Five.
I'm leaving. Bama.
and just take it for a cruise down a back, not a back road, it's a main road, but it's woods and just nice scenery, beautiful area, just super nice day, windows down, playing some music, listening to the car.
I had the day off.
I imagine it felt good to drive it again, though, didn't it?
It did.
How's
Our
that new
work takes
clutch
Good
feel?
Friday off, so no work today.
Yeah, that was my next question, Gary.
How's that new clutch feel since the other one was so bad?
The new clutch is the exact same as the other one, except working.
That's a bonus.
Yeah. I thought
Who you
about
think?
drag strip tonight, but then I changed my mind.
Well, I was
Clutch
going to
is-
ask you now that you got back to stock power. Do you think you got too much clutch for it?
No.
Okay, well, I was just asking.
I think that clutch will last longer, hopefully, than the last one did. But when this clutch goes, I'm going back to like the XCD 500 that I had before. 'cause it
Yeah,
worked.
please. You hear me?
Hell yeah, launching at 400 something horsepower instead of 900 something horsepower. Yeah, it's probably going to last a little bit better, a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Mach 1, you think people are going to cruise Telegraph this year?
I just come from there, and there was
How was
people-
it?
There was people out there, man. The
Nice.
boatload of people.
Nice. That's what I wanted.
Oh, they
I had to pee, so I come home.
Yeah, I was reading something on Milan today. They're not going to have their season opener. That's been postponed because they're doing a lot of upgrades to the track.
They're spending some money.
I was reading
Yeah,
that. I was reading that too about my.
yeah. They didn't say when. They didn't say when it was postponed to. They just said, "Please be, appreciate your patience and things like that." So
Be patient. They'll be done. But I mean, they'll get it done there fast because actually the guy that owned the track, they're buying the track from, his partners, I think, is one that's doing the upgrades on the concrete and the asphalt and stuff.
I thought the last
Yeah,
owner spent a bunch of money on the pavement there.
They did, but and IHRA's got their own little rules, right?
Oh, okay.
hell, they might be upgrading. Redoing some of the parking area, pit areas, and shit like that. I mean, that always seems to be the worst at every track. They always seem to take care of the track, but they never take care of the parking in the pit area. It always goes to shit.
But that place has been so what's the word I'm looking for? Abused over the years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when the original owners had it, man, they had a lot of things going on there. And then when this last people that had it before the people that had it before this last guy, they just let it go to shit. The bathrooms and everything.
Yeah.
But I like the way Jackson is. Before this guy right here got a hold of it and started upgrading it.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I haven't been there. I just go by what y'all tell me. Like the facility, how bad the bathrooms and shit like that were.
Yeah, the bathrooms at Milan, I think, were worse.
Oh God Almighty!
Because that's like the track over by Funky. That's like the best track in Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't you say it wasn't far from your house, Funky?
Yeah, that's probably about 35, 40 minutes.
Oh, that ain't bad.
What, 131?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I know you ain't that close to Milan.
No.
Because I'm about friggin' about an hour away from Milan when I pull my trailer.
Yeah, we got. Then you got Marn over here for. What is it? Marn drag or not dragways, speedway. It's I think it's a dirt track. Oh, it might be.
Martin?
Huh?
Martin.
No, this is Marn.
Marn?
Oh.
Yeah, it's on the way to Muskegon on 96.
We basically got 3 tracks. We got 131, Lapeer, and Milan, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Oh, we got one up further north. I can't. August.
Yeah, Marn's a little short, like oval track.
Yeah, we got Lapeer, Milan, that track. Then we got Okamako, or something up north.
Yeah. Johnny Benson, I guess, used to be owner in on it at Marn there for a while, but
Yeah, I seen something about that on a damn thing I was watching on YouTube. about Johnny Benson being part owner or something like that in the racetrack up there.
Yeah, I don't know if
I didn't know it was that track, but I heard, when I was
Yeah.
watching that little thing.
I know
So
1320. Ooh, go ahead.
actually, we have Milan, 131, Lapeer, Northern Michigan Dragway.
Oh, and there's
Ubley.
Stanton.
Remember Ubley? And then we got Roadkill Night. That's not a freaking drag strip, but once a year. Mid Michigan Motorplex. There's a few of them. Onondaga. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
That's
there's
where they do the
Onondaga.
semi-truck racing, isn't it?
You know what? Don't get me lying to you.
I forgot
Okay.
about Stanton. That's not that far from here either.
Because I know 1320 comes to our state once a year and videos them semi-truck drag races.
And then
I know
I think
Sorry, go
Ionia has a dirt track too.
Well, I mean, the dirt tracks, we got like Flat Rock Speedway and stuff like that near me.
I know I've heard SRC, Street Racing Channel, they have mentioned the Onondaga racetrack quite a few times.
Yeah, well, Onondaga, see, that right there, we had closed down, and then the guy opened it up. And he played hell getting that track back open.
Yeah.
No, I think
247 Motorsports goes there a lot too.
Martin went to paved years back, if I'm not mistaken. Barbecue Mike.
Barbecue
Yeah,
5-0.
Yeah, I think they paved it.
Yeah. Isn't one of y'all's tracks up there is all concrete, right?
I don't know about
If I remember correctly.
Milan's all concrete.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Oh, and then there's a road course track called Grattan. That's just not that far from here either.
Damn, you're like in the damn heart of the Mecca right there, Monkey. Why in the hell ain't you making trips to the track, getting some footage, man? Just hanging out.
Yeah.
The track gets old real fast.
Well, yeah, I mean it does, but I mean it ain't like you got to go every week. Maybe once a month or once every 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. Just to get the fuck out of the house and go see something different.
And then you go to these tracks nowadays, dude. You better pack a lunch because the food's so damn expensive you can't hardly afford it.
I know. Yeah, I was telling Carmob if he was down here a couple weeks ago, he could have went to the Monster Jam. They don't have it downtown in Atlanta anymore because, of course, they tore the Georgia Dome down and built that freaking ass $1 billion damn Mercedes-Benz Stadium that the Falcons play in. Now they have the Monster Jam over at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
But it's outside, right?
Yeah, it's all outside. It's right in the infield in the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Now,
They bring in all these damn loads of dirt and shit, and they make a big ass damn monster truck track in there.
Who's got the 4-lane drag strip? Where's that at?
That's
man.
Las Vegas and North Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah, that's at Concord.
I've been to Las Vegas drag strip before for the top fuelies.
Yeah, man. I'm telling people, if they've never been to an NHRA event, they need to at least experience that one time in their life because that shit is bad to the bone.
We used to have them there at Milan.
Okay, when them bastards take off, and dude, it's like your fucking heart stops. It is so loud, and the ground and the stands you are sitting in, they just start fucking rattling because you got 24,000 horsepower taking off at one time.
Well,
And especially the 4-lane, talking about 48,000 horsepower then.
back when Milan had it, they didn't have that much horsepower then.
No, but them damn Top Fuels and the funny cars now, them some bitches got 12,000 horsepower. Can you imagine that?
Doing the top fuelies at Milan because we didn't have a long enough shutdown. Am I right?
If the horsepower got that high, then hell yeah. No.
Right. That's what I thought.
Well, they don't run the quarter mile no more. They only run 1,000 foot now. They stopped running a quarter mile.
Oh, okay.
Due to safety reasons, when the Scott Coletta got killed in his Top Fuel, when he went off the end of the track because it wasn't enough shutdown room, when he went off and he died, that's when they quit running the 1,320 feet and they backed it down to 1,000 feet to give the guys more time to slow down. But hell, dude, at 1,000 feet, they're still running 333 miles an hour in 1,000 feet, dude. That's crazy.
I don't know.
131, man. They let jet drags go down that thing.
I don't know if you guys ever been to Detroit Dragway, but it was the coolest.
I went once with my dad when I was young, a little bit younger than Shelby.
That's the track where all the cool cars race, man. All the old school stuff raced. And his kids just didn't want to carry it on, man. And when the old man passed away, the kids sold it.
I can understand why they would, though. I mean, because you look at it, it's a money pit unless you have the right events there. But then you're hoping and praying people show up at the events. That's the whole thing. That's why a lot of people like myself, I hate bracket racing, but bracket racing is essential to keeping a track open because people come there and run every single week for the classes so they can bracket race. That's the money. That's where they make all their money at, is at the bracket racing.
I was wondering if Jackson will go back to quarter.
You know, that's a good question.
Because that guy bought that other land. Because I thought Ken said it used to be a quarter mile.
Yep.
That's what Ken told me the same thing. It used to be a quarter mile.
Because like I said, you can go down 131. They got plenty of space. They got a sand pit after, where you would turn. So they got that. And if you got to keep going past that, well, there's a motocross track after that. So.
Well, Milan's got a motocross track, and he did a mutter track for big trucks.
Yeah, they hold some pretty good events there. I know. I always miss because they always do the Chevy swap meet. I think they do a Ford there too, but I swear when I was going through all my Fox Body stuff, I got so much shit I could go to a swap meet with this shit. It's ridiculous.
Why not just join damn Broken Tool Garage and load up your truck this year for Ford Takeover and bring a lot of that shit? I guarantee you can probably dump a lot of that shit at Ford Takeover, bro.
Yeah.
And you won't have to worry about carrying a lot of that shit back home and restoring it because if you got the right prices on it, people's going to buy that shit. Because you, of all people, as many Fox Bodies as you built in the last few years, it's getting harder and harder to find that shit. If it's any kind of decent condition.
Yeah, I got 3 sets of stock running heads.
The E7s?
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with E7s.
They all came off running engines.
People are buying stuff just to have it now.
They are.
Because it's getting so hard to get.
Yeah, like freaking mirror switches.
Yeah, I seen your video on that.
I don't have any. I thought I had them. I don't have them.
No, it's ridiculous because if you buy a new one, they still do the same shit. So I cleaned that one out. I scrubbed it with freaking Dawn dish soap and everything. And then I went and got contact cleaner and I freaking just sprayed the living piss out of that thing with contact cleaner. And then I hooked it up and I said, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to turn this to for left or I'm going to turn it to right. It's just going to start moving without even touching it. And that's what it did. And I'm like, that's what the new ones do too. I don't know why.
It's like the one on my mom, a Crown Vic. It fucking don't work at all. And my brother didn't even know that until yesterday when I went and picked him up. I had to go get her car out of the shop. And he's like, well, the mirror button don't work. I said, no, motherfucker. That's why I told you to roll down the window and push the fucking mirror out. I said, because if it worked, I wouldn't ask you to do that. I'd have used the fucking button over here because I was driving. I was like, I'd have used the button. If common sense tells you something, don't it?
Oh, nice.
I'm really surprised how good the chrome is. The trim
So funny. It looked like a dagger.
The other night, and Pink's the one
got
that
a
got
sword.
About it is because Pink's was like, "Oh, that's trim from the 55," and I go, "Yeah." Everybody else thought it was a knife.
It looked like a knife.
It'd be like a sword swallow, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to try to polishing up some of that trim or polishing it up as best you can and just throw it on there and let it run as it is?
I'm
Star
gonna
Trek
polish it
emblem.
best I can.
It's too long.
I'm gonna tell you, some really good polish. You got to work with it, but I'm gonna tell you, the damn end result is unbelievable. When that's that damn mother's polish, people can say what they want. You got to work with it, but that shit works, and it works fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I've used it before.
Yeah, shit comes in that little red can. That shit works, dude.
I've used
What is
mothers. I've used so many different polishes, and most of them work. Most of them do.
Well, the thing with this is it's got scratches and stuff in it.
Yeah.
So as long as I can make it, because I could wet sand it and buff it, Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up.
But say they must be a squirrel running around there, a rabbit or something.
All right. I can stand it and do it and get this like a mirror, but that car, I'm not gonna make it that nice to have to do that.
Yeah. I've always been a fan of not the mirror finish, but I've always been a fan of like the nickel or the stainless finish. I'm a fan of that stuff. I like that better.
I will say, like new chrome, I wouldn't sand it at all because most of that's so thin and laid on.
Oh yeah,
shit.
That you start sanding it, you end up with plastic showing.
Yeah, 100%.
It's crazy.
But that trim he's got, that's some real trim. That's back. They made that shit back in '55.
Good stuff there. And I think with the way you're planning on doing your car, I think the way it looks now, I mean, maybe some, a little bit of just what's that shit called? Comes in the cotton stuff. Polishing it with that'll be fine.
That's what I'm using.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. My God, it's all I ever
I've been
use.
using it the last 2 days, and I can't think of the name of it.
Because the fumes have gotten to them.
Yeah, well, no, it stinks, and that's why I had to take it out of the house the other night because my wife was like, "I'm getting ready to gag."
Yeah, I use it in the garage too. I try not to use it in the house, but that stuff works. It does. It works really well.
Fuck yeah, I got the notification for your video, but I haven't watched it yet. So just let you know.
I just saw it pop up when I came in here. It's like,
Oh, and Pinks, totally off subject. Remember the other night I told you I was having problems with my computer?
yeah.
And y'all kept thinking it might have been the hard drive or video card. It was the fucking memory.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Mm.
I bought some brand new memory and put in it, and I bought some Corsair Vengeance. I put Corsair Vengeance in it, and now it's running like a rate date. It's running good.
I had that happen with one of my old computer too. I had to replace all the memory in it because one had gone bad. It took me a while to figure out which one, so I just replaced all 4 of them.
Yeah, and I don't understand why, because I'm pissed off at the company that I hired to build my computer, because I strictly told them I want to go overboard on the power supply. I said, look, I want more power supply than what I need, because I don't never want to have power issues or voltage issues. I want a big one. I looked at my fucking computer today. It's only got a 500 watt in it. I was like, you bastards. So I got online to order 1,000 watt. I was pissed off about that. I even called and told them that shit too.
Yeah, you guys screwed me.
Hell yeah, Sebastian. I paid $4,500 to have that computer built. Damn right, that made me. Hell yeah, that made me mad as hell.
Big money.
Damn.
December 16th, 10th.
The hell, it's over a year old now. I tried to get him to give me some of my money back. The motherfucker, I guess.
From the darkness.
I guess on the other side of the phone, he just said, "Fuck you."
I just got an email from Spectrum for a copyright complaint notice, and the date of the complaint was December 16th.
Holy shit! I think that might be a little bit late, don't you?
But it says December 16, 10. I was
The
that
fuck's all that mean?
I
Got the
don't know.
10th. Well, no, I can't. I don't understand that.
2010? I don't fucking know what. So you guys are.
Hell, you didn't even have Spectrum. You didn't even have Spectrum in 2010. Hell, you was living out west.
I didn't have Spectrum.
You went down there and took a look at it.
I had Spectrum in December, but I don't know why the 10. I don't know what that's for. Maybe 10 a.m., 10 p.m. Who knows?
Might be just the way they number their complaints. I guess might be just a complaint number or something. Shit, who
I
knows?
don't know. But why would it take 4 months to tell me?
Yeah, it's like I get notifications on my YouTube sometimes, and I look at the date, and hell, finally I get the notification. Hell, it's 3 days old. I'm like, well, damn, YouTube, you're a little bit late sending me a damn notification for that video. I done watched it and deleted that bastard.
I got a new message from my boy.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Bama.
Hello.
In the dark.
Alabama. How you like my pork belly there, Funky? I heard you mention it.
Yeah, I've seen the pork belly.
Yeah, it look good.
I did not see it.
Burn ends. That's good.
Saw the burn.
All I did was put barbecue stuff on it and smoked it. That's all I did.
I had some ham from my brother's pig.
I like the way you took that torch and put the burn ends on it.
Yeah, I singed the top with it. Yeah.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna drop off here for a little bit.
All right.
All right.
All right.
You have a good one there, buddy. If we
You
don't see
too.
you no
Talk
more
to you guys
tonight, you
later.
have a good one, buddy.
All right.
Larry.
Bye
Later.
Bye bye.
I did see your food you showed today. What exactly was that? It looked like eggs with cheese and jalapenos on it.
That is the way we make our burritos now.
Okay. Burrito, an egg wrap burrito.
It's an egg wrap instead of a tortilla or whatever, you know.
What was that in the bowl up in the corner? Olives and the green thing. Avocado. Thank you.
Olives and taco meat, and I used pork rinds for, you know, kind of like a nacho type thing.
Ah, cool. It looked good.
Yeah.
It looked really good to me.
Oh, it was
Maybe
very
more
good.
jalapenos on it, but
Other than that, it looked really good.
Even some live said,
Yeah.
Yeah, Funky, get ready for another delivery from me because I found some shit at a store and I bought you like 8 bags of that shit.
Does it stink? Does it stink like shit?
I don't know. I ain't opened up none of the bags. I'm scared to. So I'm gonna send them to him and let him open.
Oh boy.
Mm.
oh boy.
Well, I can tell you the name on the bag is called Misfits.
Well,
Like,
if any of it says cucumber, I'm not touching it.
No, I'm like you. I don't eat that shit either, so don't worry.
Yeah, the
I wouldn't
cucumbers
send it to you.
are horrible. I'm sorry. Those are the worst chips ever made.
I like cucumbers, but they make me burp so much.
Oh God.
Broccoli.
Only
made-
time I eat cucumbers is on a salad. Other than that, I don't eat cucumbers at all.
Only time I eat cucumbers is when they're dill pickles.
I love
Yeah, and I seen what you said on your video. Any other pickle than a dill pickle is not a fucking pickle. And there's a lot of people that like sweet pickles.
No, I said any
Believe-
other pickle than a dill pickle is not a thing.
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of people like sweet pickles.
Unfortunately.
Well, they don't like the thing.
See, like me, I like relish, like when I make like egg salad, tuna salad, and stuff like that. But I just can't eat it with dill relish. I have to have the sweet relish.
Oh, no, you could. I like it with both. Either.
I just don't like dill. I never have.
I like dill. I like the breaded pickles. I like them all.
My mom, I have to buy her the damn, what is that? The bread and butter pickles. I have to buy them for her all the time.
I can eat those by themselves.
Yeah, I have to buy big jars of that shit for my mom because
Well, I can
she'll
eat
drink.
those by themselves too, but
Yeah, she drinks all the juice first, and then she'll eat the pickles later because the cramps that she has all the time in her back and stuff. She'll just drink all the damn juice first.
you know what else is good for that?
Well, she eats a lot of bananas too. Let's put it that way.
You know
She
what
does
else
that
is
too.
good for that?
What's that?
Mustard.
I don't know if she eats mustard, but damn, I know one thing. She eats a lot of fucking peanut butter. God almighty, that woman eats a hell of a lot of peanut butter.
Peanut butter's good.
Yeah, but I can't eat it like she does, man. She just sticks her goddamn spoon down in there and start eating off the spoon. I can't eat just peanut butter like that.
Barbecue Mike says I don't need to buy pickles. Well, I'm sorry, Barbecue Mike. The rest,
Mama, you cut that back off, please. Thank you.
the rest of us do
Okay.
got pickles.
Well, I'm out here. The boogeyman's not going to get you.
Your mom's gonna beat your ass one of these days, Salty, right?
Well,
Send me later.
She come out and turn the porch light on. That motherfucker's bright as shit. And I'm like, you can turn that off. I'm out here. The boogeyman's not going to get you.
You're gonna be on somebody's live stream and she's gonna just knock you the F out.
You know
With a
what, though,
damn pickle
Gary?
jar.
You know what, Gary? And you're probably right. And I wouldn't put it past my mom. Because trust me, the whole time I grew up as a kid, I swore my mom had rubber arms.
We'll be out laughing.
I swore she had rubber arms, dude. Because my mom being as short as she is, and all of us kids in the back seat were acting up. I swear to God, you never even see it. But that arm would come around the damn seat rest and pow right in the back seat, and she never even missed a stroke driving. I'm like, how in the hell did you do that shit?
With a rubber brain.
No, I'm like, how the hell did you do that? My mom's only like 4'8". She lived to be a short woman.
Same way my mom did it.
Yeah, boy, I swear, I thought she had rubber arms the whole time I grew up, buddy. Because she could hit your ass around the corner and you wouldn't even know it until it was over with. Bow!
It's okay. I used to be able to do it to my kids too.
Yeah, but a little bit different than a. Yeah, but you got to look. You're 6'1", 6'2". It's a little bit different. You're 6'1", 6'2". My mom's 4'8", dude. No matter what car she drives, she has to have a pillow, or used to have a pillow in the seat so she can see up over the damn dash and steering wheel.
Get the kids in the back seat because that's too far away.
Shit, I don't. Man, my mom you could have been in a hearse. And I guarantee you, my mom would have stretched that rubber arm and slapped the shit out of you before you even noticed.
That minivan was a little bit far. Hey,
because I tell you, I remember the days of standing in Kmart. This is back before the Walmart days and all that shit. Standing in Kmart and you acting up, and all of a sudden you wouldn't even know it. God damn, your head would be bouncing off the damn center aisle. Bing! I told you to straighten your ass up.
And she punched me right dead square in the mouth.
Yeah.
Store, Kmart.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? See, that kind of shit don't happen no more. See, that's what kept all of us in our generation in line, because mom and daddy used to tear your ass up. They can't do that shit no more. Now they go to damn jail for it. And that's what's wrong with these kids, because they don't allow the parents to damn discipline their children anymore.
Barbecue Mike.
You know, people say, yeah, mom and daddy whooped us hard. But I tell you what, the ass whoopings they gave you, you remembered them ass whoopings. That's why they were hard. They wanted you to remember that shit.
Apparently not. You was getting on to her about that damn porch light.
Well, see, now it's different. See, the roles are reversed. Now I can boss her around a little bit, where she used to boss me around a little bit, you know. Now I'm the age, I'm taking care of her instead of her taking care of me.
But see, that's the problem with my dad, because people think I'm yelling at him, and I'm not yelling at him. He just can't freaking hear me.
Yeah, what? Exactly. Same here. Same here, Gary.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Did Gary say something?
Yeah.
Eh?
But I tell you one thing though, and I ain't calling nobody out, what I'm saying, but the black mamas, the mothers of black children, I'm telling you what, they didn't get that memo that you couldn't slap your kids. Because you go to a grocery store now or Walmart and the kids are acting up, boy, their mom will be the first one to slap shit out of them. Bing! Right beside their head. I'm like, yep, I remember those days.
That's why kids are entitled nowadays.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Exactly.
They're never getting their shit checked.
Exactly. They're allowed to get away with damn murder. So I haven't watched your video yet. I still need to watch it. Did you get all the panels put back in your car?
All but what I got to do with the ECU. I didn't get that part of the car done.
Yeah. I kind of figured that a while ago when you said you just made the bracket or mount for it today, or painted it or something like that.
Cut it.
But I did look into one of those speakers you were telling me about, though.
Huh?
I did look into one of those speakers you were telling me about, like the one you got in your truck.
That JBL?
Yeah, I looked into one of those. Hell, they're not as bad on the price as I thought they were. They ain't bad at all.
Yeah, $300.
Shit, I found them cheaper than that. Now they're not JBL, or they got some of them are named Kicker, some of them are named Ross Bosgate.
Don't get the Kicker.
Okay. Well, now that you told me, I won't buy it then.
You know why?
Why is that?
You know how you hook up your amp with RCAs?
Yes, sir.
That Kicker doesn't have those.
Oh, okay.
Kicker's
Right.
line level only, isn't it?
Huh?
The Kicker's a line level input, right?
Yeah. And when I almost bought it, and the guy said, I said, this has got RCAs in it, right? And he looked and he's like, no. I was like, well, wait. I said, well, wait a minute. I don't know if I want this. And then,
I'm just trying to make sure I get everything before I take my truck and drop it off at the stereo shop and let them put everything in it.
That's when I went, and the only reason I bought the JBL was because it had RCAs. And then it ended up being fucking badass.
Yeah, that's the only thing left I need to buy is that speaker. So once I get that, then I'll take and drop the truck off, and I'll let them do what they do, and then I'll go back and pick it up.
I got the false gate under the seat Whooper.
My problem is I'd love to do that shit, man. I just can't see to do it anymore unless I'm holding a damn magnifying glass in my hand so I can distinguish what wire is what and all this other shit. And dude, I just ain't going through all that shit. Maybe, and I'm praying now since I got the cataract surgery scheduled and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully, after all that's said and done, and I get the new glasses, God, I hope I can see better. I mean, even if it's not much, just something, you know, just some better will be better than what it is right now.
Later, Motorhead. I guess he's been gone for a while.
Nah, man, it's just you feel helpless when you get to that point where you just can't see to do shit anymore. It just sucks because I just want to get the fuck out of this house, go do something.
Soap in the sock.
Well, you could set up a tent in the backyard.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I ain't got a backyard, dude. I live in an apartment.
Don't you walk out to a patio?
No, hell no. We got a little porch. It's about 3 foot by, I don't know, about 8 foot. That's about all the back porch is.
Is there any just go pop one up in the lawn there.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that here. They don't allow you to do that shit.
Did they specifically tell you that?
Yeah. Trust me, dude. They don't even want you to change your tire on the complex parking on the property. Period. If you got a flat tire, they want you to get it off the property before you can change your fucking tire.
Well, you live in a gated community?
I'm just telling you, that's just the way this place is. This new manager that came in and took over the apartments, dude, she has got rules and regulations that I've never seen or heard of in my damn life.
She's a liberal.
No, it's a she. And let me tell you, she is straight up a Kamala supporter, 100% all the way.
I've been telling you.
Hey, Funky, did you see that Fairmont wagon with the coyote for sale?
Yeah, that's that guy that was at the Wayne show, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the one I sent you.
Yeah, you sent that to me. That's right.
Yeah.
Dope.
Wasn't he at that car show where Caleb's car was sitting at that time when you went in the body shop right there? Wasn't that same car sitting there? Because I know you done a video on that car.
No, that was an LTD, I believe.
Oh, okay.
This one was a Fairmont, a red Fairmont, and that thing is. I was sitting there talking to him for a while about it, and I was like, man, I'd like to have that car. And then he's got it up for sale. I was like, God.
Yeah, what's he want for it? 25?
I don't know. I thought it was like 15 or something like that.
Hell, that still wouldn't be bad though. If you consider how much it would cost for the coyote swap, 15's probably a good damn price for that car. You need to go and buy a couple of them there, Funky.
Yeah. Just whip this thing out.
What?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Holy jack leg.
Now I'm trying to remember what damn TV show that song came from.
What?
The one that damn Mr. Mock wanted just now about.
I don't know. It wasn't done very well, so I can't tell you.
Oh, he done it great. I'm just trying to figure it out. I want to say it was either sounds like the Addams Family.
Could be.
I don't know. It just popped in my head.
Yeah, it sounds like the Addams Family song. That's what it sounds like. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it sounds like the Addams Family song.
No,
Do that again, Sophie.
family is
No.
dun 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 dun.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, that's right on the mark there. That's a show you just don't see hardly no more on TV. But you know, I have never seen what the Addams Family and the Monsters TV shows. I don't know why they couldn't be shown on TV today, but I understand that All in the Family, Fred Sanford's Son. I understand you can't show those because of all of the fucking liberals out there.
No, you can play Sanford and Son. You just can't.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Between damn Fred and Esther, when they get to going at it, man, it's pretty rough.
The
Let me
ones
tell
you
you
can't
what.
play it all in the family.
Oh yeah, God Almighty, that's one of my favorite shows, dude. Because they just wasn't nobody any funnier than him. But the way he talked to his wife, Edith, in that show, oh my Lord, can you imagine the people that would come unglued by
But
that shit
you
these
do
days?
that. What do you expect?
I mean, but still though, could you like imagine the people that on that side that would come unglued if they see the TV show like that today?
No, I don't care about that.
So
Well, they got that new one on Netflix about that little young boy. It's fucking murdered that girl and shit like that, and it seems to be the hottest damn show on TV right now.
You know what? The people in England are taking it as a freaking documentary.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
It's called Adolescence, and I heard Matt Walsh talking about it.
Yeah.
What
And that's
show
what
is
he was
this?
saying. He was like, these people in England think it's an actual documentary. It's a fictional show.
Yeah, I think the name of it, I think he just said it. I think the name of the show is called Adolescence, I think.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I haven't seen it. I've seen the.
Yeah, a little young boy fucking planned and killed that girl and all that kind of shit. And I mean, the whole fucking world seems to be talking about that fucking show right now. I mean, it's like every freaking show that you watch, like Pierce Morgan, they had a whole damn show about that damn TV show. And then we had another shooting. Y'all see that shit on the news too? Another school shooting.
Don't watch news, so didn't see it.
we had one right over here in my old neighborhood, and that neighborhood went to shit. It used to be a good neighborhood.
Yeah, we got quite a few of those damn neighborhoods around here, Gary, that's went to shit. They used to be really good.
You want me to go with
Nah.
you? All right. Love you. Bye.
Hell, the damn city I grew up in, it used to be awesome when I was a kid growing up in it. And even my damn early teenage years, it was a fantastic city. But now, dude, since they brought the mass transit, the MARTA bus line down there, shit, you can hang it up. My ass don't even go back there for nothing. That's just, nah. Terrible. It's a terrible city now.
We're supposed to have a good cruise tomorrow, but it's supposed to rain.
Yeah, we're going to have a,
Supposed to rain. It rained here. It had thunderstorms go through.
Man,
Man,
it rained here for about 2 minutes, and then it was beautiful the rest of the day.
yeah, we got another beautiful 80-degree weather tomorrow.
We hit 81 today.
It was cold here.
Yeah, cold. You and your cold
honey?
kiss everybody's ass.
Rain?
No, I sure enjoyed the Cletus video today, though. That shit was awesome.
Haven't seen it yet.
Oh man, it was cool as hell.
Bama,
I've been
Bama.
outside all day today. Well, most of the day today. I've been outside or in the garage.
Everybody say hello to Proline.
April.
What's
Hello,
up there,
Proline.
Mr. Proline? What's going on, buddy?
Going on in the world of the line of pro.
He's waiting on you to order another damn radiator core support.
Yeah. It's in there. It's all welded up.
Looks good too, man. You done a good job. You and your dad done a good job on that.
Thank you. He put it. I mean, he welded it in and shit.
Yeah, I remember you telling me you couldn't weld because of what was that in your chest, defibrillator or whatever the hell that is.
Defibrillator.
Well, he's got something in his damn chest other than his heart.
Not my chest. I mean, it's in my side, but yeah.
Well,
I got wires
yeah,
going to my chest.
Yeah. Said he couldn't weld because of that. I remember that
Just
video.
checked into my work hotel.
Who said that? Oh, Proline.
They have a little car show over on Friday night, and they usually have it pretty early. But I went out there today, man. It's like taping the same cars over and over again, man. So I didn't even make no video.
Yeah, they got a big ass event going on here again this weekend at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I think it's gonna be a lot of drifting and all that shit involved in it. As all the damn little rice burners showed up today, man. I bet you there was 300 of those some bitches coming down the road. I was like,
300.
Dude, I swear to God, it sounded like a stadium full of bumblebees.
Was it a beehive of activity?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, there was any kind of damn fart can you could think of, dude. Everybody had a fart can or two of them on their damn car. Good God, it was loud. Police, yeah, the damn police officers blocked off the damn traffic to the entrance of the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and that's on a busy ass 4-lane too, because in the afternoons on a Friday around here, the big 4-lane 1941 gets really, really busy because all the people going south from work and shit. And that's when all them guys decided to show up at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. So they just stopped traffic, and boy, damn traffic backed up for miles, but let all the fuckers in the racetrack. But I tell you what, Atlanta Motor Speedway has been hot, man, for the last month and a week or something. Dude, they've had something going on there every single damn weekend.
About time.
I think things are starting to open back up now, really, good.
Yeah, the weather finally broke. I don't think we're going to have too many more cold nights or really cold days, really, because like I said, we're going to be in the 80s for like the next 3 or 4 days, and then it's going to drop down to like the high 70s. So
my wife just turned the air on.
Yeah, I turned the air on in my truck today when I went to the store.
My wife just turned the air on today.
That's ridiculous.
It's called hot flashes.
You better be careful.
I didn't say nothing.
Tell her to go take a
Hell no. Hell no. It's best to keep your mouth shut during that time.
I was born at night, but not last night.
After what you said, I have to disagree.
What'd I say?
Damn.
What'd I say, Bama?
You didn't say shit, sir.
Is that Bama? Once they're coming back, peddling Bama.
I didn't say nothing.
Thank God the possums hadn't came out yet. At least I haven't seen any of them.
You got a possum problem?
Well, we do in the summertime around here. I mean, there's a lot of them.
Don't kill them.
Nah, but I seen a cat meet his demise today though.
Somebody
Broad ass
said
damn daylight.
1,000 ticks a year.
Dude, yeah, they eat a lot of damn ticks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
they
lot
do.
of ticks.
Yep.
And they can't get rabies.
Yeah.
Yep. You ever seen one thrown into a bar full of people and people running like hell? I have.
I remember when you told us that story on here one night. Nah, like I said, I seen a cat meet his demise today. That's the first time I've ever seen that done. I was standing out here, me and my brother and my mom, just like standing out back, smoking a cigarette, talking. And this damn owl comes shooting down out of the damn trees, grabbed this damn neighbor's cat, and that motherfucker was gone. See ya.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I used to have one hanging around here before the tornado, but I ain't seen him no more. So maybe he's gone. And he was sitting in the tree in the front yard. And sometimes he was scared the shit out of you because he was huge, or she was huge.
The ones we got around here are big as hell too, because of these big old ass trees that we got around here. I mean, some of these trees around here, dude, 3 of us holding hands could not reach around these trees. That's how big around these bitches are. And you can't cut none of, like my neighbor here, he works for Delta. He's not allowed to cut any limbs on his trees. He's not allowed to trim his trees. He can't do anything to those trees. And every year, one of those limbs breaks and sticks through the top of his damn roof. Every single damn, it never fails. And he's not allowed to trim the trees or nothing. Unless he talks to the city first, because all these damn trees are protected by the Hampton Historical Society. So you can't do shit. You have to go up there, make a petition, then they send one of their inspectors out and they tell you the limbs that you are allowed to cut on your tree. For every limb that you cut that's not marked, it's $10,000 fine per limb.
Really?
Yes, sir, buddy. They don't mess around with these trees right here. These are really, really old trees around
Is,
here.
is that a house he lives in or the apartments?
No, he lives in a house.
Okay, I just wanted.
Yeah, him and his wife. That their home's been paid for years, and he ain't allowed to cut none of it. Dude, I'm telling you, the spread on this one tree that he's got in his backyard, dude, is just goddamn massive. It's a huge, huge tree. Some of the limbs on that tree wouldn't even fit in the back of my truck. That's how big around they are. They're just limbs off the damn tree itself. They're freaking massive. But he can't cut none of them. So bitches. Hell, I don't know what it is. I've never went over there and distinguished what that tree is. I just know it is one big bastard. If it ever falls, his house is gone. That's all I can tell you. He won't have shit left of his house. Because the span of the limbs, that's how wide they span out, they will just destroy his entire house.
So a guy I know bought the new Corvette. Was it C8?
Mm-hmm.
And he's had that car for a week and hasn't had it back in like 6 months.
What the hell is up with that?
He's getting ready to sue him.
Yeah.
Who's that?
He bought a new Vet and he hasn't had it in 6 months. Something happened to it and they can't figure it out, or I don't know what it is, but he's getting ready to get on his lawyer.
Yeah, you said he only had it a week after he bought it, and then the shops had it ever since?
He hasn't had it for 6 months.
Holy shit.
Damn.
That's an expensive ass payment to be paying. Holy crap.
Well, that's what he's suing him for, to make the payments that he has, because he hasn't had the car.
Hell yeah, I'd be suing him too. And I'd sue him for all the insurance payments I had to pay on that damn car too, because you have to pay the insurance because it's a brand new car.
He's suing to get his money back, the money that he put down and everything. So he doesn't want the car no more.
Hell yeah, I'd be damn suing for limited law out the ass, dude. Don't think I wouldn't be.
I would too. I don't even like lemons.
And you know what happened, Gary. If GMC even feels that they are going to lose that case, they'll settle that shit before it even hits court.
Well, that would be the smart thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
I mean, if he published this in the paper and everything else, dude, that would destroy them.
Oh yeah, damn sure would. Yeah, as much as flack as they're catching right now from down being so much, the ownership of that shit being so much damn overseas. I want to say, is it China that owns a big part of GMC now? Chevrolet GMC?
I think so.
Is it? They're getting destroyed online because they've sold so much of the ownership of that business to the Chinese or whatever, because all about all the tariffs and shit like that. And man, they're just getting destroyed by people online about that shit.
I haven't heard anything about the tariffs lately. So what's going on?
They paused them for 90 days.
Yeah, but what about with China?
No. They raised theirs to 145% and no pause.
Over 200 now.
Oh, they are over 200?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh shit. Well, boy, they're knocking their dick in the dirt. But I will say this now, China hasn't even flinched.
They're starting to suffer a little bit now.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
But if you look, they hadn't even flinched yet. They just keep. Now they said they're gonna stop sending like rare earths to like who is it, Lockheed or Boeing or Lockheed or something like that.
Well, no, they're in the docks, but now they're saying you have to pay. Say if something costs $60,000, you got to pay another $60,000 to unload it.
Oh God Almighty!
Really?
Yeah, so whatever it costs, they want to double it because of what's going on. But to me, they can kiss my ass.
Well, I just tell them like this, then hell with unloading. Just you just get your damn ships and move them back to your country and keep your damn products. See what you do when they got all these container ships coming back to your port with shit you can't sell. See what you do then.
So yeah, German, dude, because people like that's really going to affect you guys. No, they haven't really said dick about Germany.
No, because
They
they are one of the 75 countries that called Trump and wanted to make a deal.
What'd you say, Gary? I didn't hear you.
So people were saying that it would affect our company, the tariffs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the Germans ain't gonna let that happen, dude. The Germans, they're making a ton of money over here. They're not gonna mess.
Oh yeah. Hell, you can't even buy most cars you can't even buy over there.
No.
Yeah. So to me, you go to another country like that, you don't even see one Chevrolet. Well, guess what? Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to buy one, why don't they let them buy one?
You can't buy a Chevrolet over in Germany?
No, they don't sell them over there.
No, from what I understand, now I may be wrong. You can look it up. I'm not trying to say that's exactly the way it is, but I know that people that's been in other countries, you don't see Ford and Chevrolet and so on and so forth. You might see one, but it's probably somebody that has so much money that they can do what they want to.
You'll find Ford all over Europe.
Oh yeah, they're all over, like especially Australia. They're fucking all over Australia.
Yeah, because we sell BWs here and everything. So I don't know why we wouldn't sell them over in Germany.
We sell them over there. You don't see a lot of Chevy. You don't see a lot of Chevy over there, but you do see Ford. Ford's huge in Europe.
But you know what though? If China owns part of Chevy, that might be why.
It could be.
And I'm guessing. I don't know.
Hey, I'm guessing right there along with you because without knowing the truth, I mean, hell, that's all any of us could do is just damn, guess.
Mike said 45% and then China 245%. Mike, you might as well get your ass up here.
Yeah, no shit. Get up here and run your lip like the rest of us.
Mike's counting his money right now. Leave him alone.
Oh, that
Not this Mike.
Goddamn, so I can tell you, Salty ain't counting his.
It took me about 5 seconds. I was done.
Yeah, it don't take me long.
Maybe that to get him up here.
$2, $5.
Hold on, I got to count my pennies. I'll be back in a minute.
Dude, I can't even count cash in my wallet because there ain't none in it. Usually I live on plastic. I don't never have cash.
I keep $1, so I'm not broke.
Come on.
I used to walk around with $100 bill, the same damn $100 bill in my wallet for years. And then when I became disabled and stuff like that, of course, that shit right there got spent. But that got spent.
What's up, Mike?
What up, Mike?
Chevy only sees Germany only sees the Corvettes and the Camaros.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will say I didn't see a lot of them there.
But it's probably people with money.
Yeah.
It would have to be.
Their roads are really narrow. So, like when I say there's Fords over there, it's like the Kuga and the Puma and the Focus and Fiesta.
I don't even know what the Kuga and the Puma is. I've never even seen them or heard of them.
They're little small cars.
Oh, okay.
I had a Puma one time. That's what she called it.
Short cars.
Damn.
I had a Puma one time too. It was a pair of shoes that wore out quick. I ain't never bought another pair since.
Puma? I remember those shoes.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about them shoes. Yeah.
I only had one pair of those damn shoes in my life. They didn't last worth a damn.
Man, I had a pair of ponies that lasted me forever. I couldn't wear them out.
Dude, I'll tell you, one of the best pairs of shoes I've ever had was a pair of damn Vans. God, I used to absolutely love those damn shoes back in the day.
I keep counting mine. It's negative. The only people that once has, but I guess it has.
I'll be back, man.
I bet you, thinking about it right now, though, I bet you don't see a lot of our trucks over there, whether it be Ford. I'm talking about our big trucks. I ain't talking about like the Rangers. I'm talking about like that F-150s, 250s, and shit like that.
You don't even see Rangers over there. You don't see a lot of trucks over there.
You got to remember that fuel prices are so much higher that the smaller the better.
Fuel prices are outrageous.
Yeah, but they still got to move car trailers and all that kind of shit. Like pink.
But there's not. I mean,
what truck are they going to use to pull it with? I mean, what European truck? What, the Toyota?
Over there, man. You got small loads.
I mean, what are they going to use to pull those down with? Like the Toyotas and the Nissan Titans and shit like that, instead of like the Ford Chevys and shit like that?
What are we pulling? If they're pulling anything, it's their semis, and they're small.
Well, no, but you got people over there that's got single car trailers like you got. I mean, there's
I've
people
seen
over there that has that.
I've seen them use Range Rovers to pull shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I can see that. I can see Range Rovers, that's for sure.
It's you see little trucks and like Range Rovers and stuff like that. You don't see the big trucks. Every now and then you see one, and it shocks you when you see it.
Oh, I bet it does.
But
see, my thing is, America's losing so much money in that market, the European Union over there, in that market, because they don't take our trucks.
well, we're not losing money because we're not trying to sell them over there.
But because they can't afford to sell them over there, because they make the tariffs and shit so goddamn expensive, and the taxes on what our goods going into that country is. We buy a lot of their shit, but they just don't buy a lot of our shit because of all the tariffs and the damn taxes and shit they put on our shit. That's the reason why you don't see the shit over there.
There's a lot of the cars that are different over there, though, man, that are from the same companies,
Yeah, I get that.
And then there's car companies over there that we don't even hear of, like, was it Peugeot or whatever that is?
Peugeot.
They used to sell Peugeot in the United States all the time.
You have what's the other? There's Seat. There's a car company called Seat.
I know Citroen's really big over there.
Citroen's huge over there. I like Citroen's.
Yeah, that's France.
But no, it's just oh god. Can't think of the one. I mean, the ones I've driven a few of, which are good cars, but I can't think of the name of the car company right now. It's been so long.
I know my brother, when he was stationed in Germany back in the earlier, like 81, 80, no, was it 79, 80, and 81, he said he drove a Volkswagen Rabbit GTI over there.
Well, they sell Renault over there, too.
Yeah.
No. All them other bullshitters.
I remember those little cars and those Renaults, man. Those things, oh my god,
They got
scary.
They got
Renault
the
Clio is actually a Clio. They made a Clio Sport that was actually really nice. Opel. That Opel is one of the ones I was trying to think of earlier.
They got or no.
They also have Fiat as well, right?
Yeah, they're big on Fiat.
Yeah, Fiat used to own part of Chrysler.
They still
Yes.
do.
Or Chrysler used to own part of Fiat. One way around.
Diana bought them all out.
Oh, did they? Yeah, okay, I got you. Okay.
Not everybody.
Because I remember our local Dodge dealerships around here used to have Fiats on their lot for sale and stuff.
Actually, Daimler, my company, owned a percentage of that for a very long time, and then they sold. I think they stole like 5% or something.
Huh.
The one company I wish Ford would have never went away from, and I don't know why they did it, is when they partnered up or either went in business with International and they started having the damn International trucks and the Cummins and all that shit in their truck. I don't understand why they ever went away from them. That was a good combination. I don't. It makes no sense why they went away from that shit.
I think that International was more of a American Motors type thing too.
No, I think you're right about that. Yeah.
Because they had their engines and stuff in them. But I really liked when Fords had Jags.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember Ford used to. Well, they bought into. Do you remember? They bought into what? Jag, and was it Volvo? They bought part of.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just wish Ford would bring back the damn Mercury line.
Their Lincolns nowadays suck.
Yeah, man. There's so much damn basically all they are is a nicely optioned Ford Explorer. That's basically all the hell they are.
I agree.
Ford Explorer's got nice options too.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I agree. Especially the ST and shit like that. I mean, if you get one of the really, really nice Ford Explorers, there's some nice ass trucks. But I just don't know how they hold up though. I've never had one, so I don't know.
I don't know if they make the ST anymore.
Gary, I don't know either. I'm not sure.
ST Explorer?
Yeah.
Yeah, they make an ST Explorer.
Are they still making them?
Well, I don't know if they're still making them.
I don't know if they are either.
I don't know if they're still making them. I know they made them because
They were up until last year. I don't know if they still are.
I know they're expensive as hell when you go to try to buy one, though. Even a used one, they're proud of those bastards.
They don't make the edges no more in the ST.
They don't make an edge at all.
Oh, they quit making them. Period.
Yeah, they quit making the edge completely last year. Was the final year of them. Which
Okay.
It's a good car.
So I wonder what midsize or I don't even call it a midsize. I call the damn Explorer their midsize. So what would you call the Edge?
Well, they're
It's
making
like
an Escape now. They
Edge
still
is a
make
little
Escape.
smaller than Explorer.
Are they still making the Escape? Because I thought they replaced the Escape with the Edge, or vice versa, whatever what it was.
Edge is a little smaller than the Explorer, but a little bit bigger than the Escape.
Edge is like in between the.
I call it. I think it's more of a cross. The Edge is more of a crossover than an SUV.
I kind of think you're right. I think that's probably what they damn designated as a crossover.
But the Escape is like between a Ford Fiesta and a.
That's what I'm saying. Since they done away with the, I mean, do they even make a smaller one anymore since they done away with the Edge?
No, I don't think they do.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, is the Explorer is like the smallest one they make now?
Not quite sure on that.
Well, we was all hoping you would do your Googling because you do that a lot. So that's the reason why we throw the question out.
I'm playing a game on my phone right now.
Okay.
What?
Because usually you Google things in the background and tell us what's going on.
They do still make the Escape.
Okay, they still make the Escape.
They
Okay.
still make the
So they
Escape.
work. I thought they quit that one too. But
They're little, man.
they're all little.
I think the Bronco looks good inside, but outside it's ugly.
Which one?
I can't have either Bronco. I don't like them.
Either Bronco, only ones I've seen, I can't tell you which is which, but
The two-door ones are nice, but the
If
sports.
I'm like this. If I'm gonna buy something like that, I'm just gonna go on and buy me a Ranger and be done with it.
I
That's
always
just me.
looked at it with the Bronco. They put the cheapest possible rims that you can put on it. I'm like, dude, it's like cop car rims. I mean,
But if you get the full size Bronco, you can get some pretty cool stuff on that.
No, that's true. But I'm just saying the base one, you just kind of look at it and you're like, you charging them how much? And this is what you're giving them?
Oh, they're ugly, man.
Yeah,
I agree.
Seen the Bronco Sport up here at the dealership down the road. I had to pull in there and I took a picture of them. They look like they got the freewheeling scheme on them. So I thought that was interesting.
I just can't get into the body lines and the design of it. It throws me off, man. I just don't like it. The little dip, like when you're going down when you're looking at the side profile of it, of the four doors, it's got like this little dip. It comes down where the window comes lower than the rest of the window. And I'm like, man, what the fuck they do that for? It just kind of throws me off on that shit. Why did they just keep the windows the same damn height all the way across? Why make one different than the rest of them?
You talking about the drivers and passenger side?
Yeah.
Well, look at all the F-150s, dude. They're like that.
Yeah, but I understand why they do that. They do that for the mirror clearance. So, and that might possibly is the reason why they do it for the Bronco too, because if you didn't have that little dip down, then it'd almost be impossible if they kept the mirror in the same place to be able to see out of your mirror, because hell, the door would be taking up half the damn mirror.
I don't mind the full size Bronco, but I can't stand that mini Bronco, the Sport. Not a fan, because that's basically just it's not the Edge. It's
the Escape.
It's an Escape basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Barbecue Mike said.
It's on the
What cars does Ford make anymore?
Mustang.
That's it. They said they were getting out of making cars.
Yeah, Mustang's the only one they make.
So that's the
Yeah,
only-
why would you do that? I don't understand.
Are they still making the Fiesta overseas?
No, actually, I don't know if the Focus and Fiesta are still in production at all.
No, Focus.
Anywhere.
I don't know about
Yeah, I know they make other small cars in overseas because that's the demand over there is small cars.
Yeah.
They decided Americans didn't want small anymore, which is not true.
So since they're only making the Mustangs, is the Lincoln still making a car, or have they switched all over to SUVs?
No, I think they still make the
all
Continental. and all
SUVs.
that.
I think, but not positive.
I was just curious. Do they even make a damn Lincoln car anymore? Like I said, or are they all just SUVs now?
Continental.
I mean, are they still making the Continental?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know.
I don't understand why they don't make a smaller car over here for people that can't afford bigger cars.
Well, I
don't
kind of
understand
get
those people.
I kind of get the reason why they don't, because if you look at the size of our trucks, the size of our SUVs, a small car almost is like taking a knife to a gunfight. Anytime they have a wreck, it's usually pretty bad in the small cars because everything else is so much damn bigger on the road.
I don't want to put words into his mouth, but I've mentioned this before. Come out with basic cars and trucks for the average man.
Yeah.
Something that you can get for 18 grand or what have
Oh
you.
yeah.
I mean,
them days are gone, Mike.
dude, go back to manual windows and manual locks. There are people that they buy a base vehicle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, make it for the people that can afford that, and hell, you'd be surprised how many you're gonna sell. Just make all put all the complete safety bags and all that stuff in there like you should, but just make it like Mike said, manual roll down windows, blah 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 blah.
But you look at it, their basic price on their vehicles now is like $35,000. There's no more of that 20 and 18 shit. They just don't do. They can't. I guess they figured they ain't making no money with all the expense they got to pay to have their parts built overseas and ship them over here just so they can assemble a car here and say, well, it's assembled in America. Yeah, but it ain't motherfucking made here.
Well, just what I say is you fire the CEOs and that save you a lot of damn money and start making basic cars again.
Well, you got to get somebody with that mentality in there to do that, though.
Well,
they got to have balls enough to hire somebody get rid of the people you're talking about and hire other people. They got to have the balls to do that.
Well, I guess the bottom line is Ford wants to make money, and they're going to sell what they're making money on.
Yeah. Yeah, but they just put people in bad spots. Is all I'm saying.
Well, I guess they think that all of their cars now are going after the middle class, like the $80,000 to $120,000.
What middle class?
All I'm saying is I'm assuming, because if you think about look at the price of their vehicles, everything is based off that anywhere between $75,000 and $80,000 to $120,000, $140,000 income people. They usually they don't sell anything for anybody that makes lower than that. Look at the price of their vehicles. That just tells you everything.
Well, that's any car company, though.
Go ahead.
What was that, Funky?
That's any car company, though. I mean,
that's true. That's true. I will agree with that.
I mean, Salty, you go back 15 years ago. If you were making 80 grand, that's now 200. You know what I mean? If you look at the average loan that people are getting on vehicles, I mean, shit, they're doing 7-8 year loans now.
Yeah.
What happened to 3-4 year loans to where if you got like a 60-month loan, a 5-year loan, people look at you sideways like you really are going to pay for it that long?
Yeah, the way I look at just like a state trooper say in the state of Florida, when they first start off, they're only making $50,000 a year. You expect that family to buy I don't know, $70,000 damn car and try to live in the house? Are you crazy?
But the problem is, Obama, that's exactly what they do, and these people live more in debt than they do everything else.
I agree with that.
And that's just
why
the way
not
it is.
make a basic vehicle that your basic small family
Well, I mean,
can afford.
All of us on this panel would 100% agree with you and think that's the smart thing to do. But until you convince these damn automakers that, hell, they just gonna keep on pushing out these expensive ass vehicles and expect people to keep buying them.
That's what they're gonna do.
Yep.
So
Yep, but the car market would be lower if Obama wouldn't have crushed all them damn cars back in the day.
Shit.
And there were a lot of cars that were just bought and crushed.
You damn right they were.
A lot. I can't remember the number, but there was a damn lot of them.
It was a lot. It was sad to see because some of them were really nice cars.
Yes, they were. I agree with that.
Yep, and a family that's struggling could have got one of them cars and been maybe even driving them today.
The way
I got a 95 model, I'm still driving.
What was that, Gary? Go ahead.
And that was going on. He was buying those cars for nothing. And to top it off, we weren't allowed to sell parts off those cars. We had to crush them.
That's right.
Right.
That's sad. That's sad. Y'all lost a lot of money not being able to park them cars out.
But I would core the parts, but I couldn't sell them to anybody, to a customer on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, and and I guarantee you the automakers will never look at it like this. I think they should build a car for the way the minimum wage is structured around the country. I'm sorry, but I just think so. Because there's still a lot of people, when they hire people, they're still starting them out at minimum wage. If your minimum wage in your state is $15 an hour, then I think that auto manufacturers should build a car based on people's salaries in their state. But they're never going to do that. But it just seems like the most common thing they should do.
Well, look at the longest time. People were working for these companies and couldn't afford the cars they were building.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. They were driving a car from the damn their competitors because their competitors were giving them better deals than the companies they were working for.
Well, it wasn't a better deal. It was just the affordability.
Well, that's called a better deal.
Well, you said, never mind.
That's called a better deal. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. It's called a better deal.
Okay.
Like here by Atlanta airport, and I'm sure Pinks has flew in and out of this airport probably an ass load of times. Back in the day, they used to have a Ford manufacturing plant right next to the airport, and all they made was Ford Tauruses. Literally, that's all that facility made with Ford Tauruses. But you look in the parking lot of that, in the employee parking lot of that dealership, and there was more Chevrolets sitting in that parking lot than they were Fords.
Well, I know why. What year was it? I can tell you why.
It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is
the Ford Taurus was a piece of shit at one time.
Well, I mean, they sold a lot of those. They sold a lot of those motherfuckers, whether it was a piece of shit or not. People were buying the fuck out of them.
So a lot of those and escorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a number of years. There were a number of years, Bama. I know what you're talking about. What was that? The mid to late '90s, to where it just everything. Well, most of the vehicles were just crap.
They were.
Well, you
had a girlfriend I dated in the late '90s. Had one. That damn thing stayed tore up all the damn time.
Oh, you got to also remember back then, man. They were starting. That's when they were really starting to work with front wheel drive vehicles and stuff like that.
True. Because really, Ford really didn't even start working like in a big way with front wheel drive until they came out with the Escort and the EXP.
The EXP, LN7, and the Lynx. But I mean, the thing about it is, dude, I made more money off those Escorts selling the damn heads than I did anything.
Oh, really? They were that bad, huh?
Oh my God. I could sell, 15, 16 heads a week.
Damn.
And Bama, don't take that the wrong way.
you selling head now?
But I mean, if I sold a head, I'd have to send it to the machine shop, get it pressure checked and everything like that. Then they would have to go to the dealer and buy an install kit, which had all the gaskets and new bolts and everything.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Gary, what side of the transaction were you on?
Well,
when it comes to head, sorry, Gary, it was Gary's dad that handled that part.
Wow.
I'm just playing with you.
Bama was up here at that time. He knows my dad well.
Yeah, he does.
But,
I've heard enough good stories about your dad to say he's a straight up guy.
Oh,
no, I've heard no stories about him. I'm going to continuously say that he's my hero.
Huh? So Proline says, when I was a kid, my parents got two vehicles every 2 years. Got new vehicles every 2 years. Them days are long gone. And I buy a new truck about every 3 years, and I don't lease.
Oh hell, I did that one time and I got screwed so bad, dude.
Yeah, my mom lost her car because she leased.
Yeah, I never leased.
Yeah.
No, I was young and stupid, and damn, that screwed me bad.
Should call it a fleece.
Yeah, no shit.
I called it a ripoff.
I'm hoping this will be my last
The fleece is.
If I can take care of this one, I'll be good.
Yeah, because you're gonna be retired in what 3, 4, 5 years, Gary?
About 3 years.
Yeah.
Everything goes well.
God, I hope I can.
Are you ever going to buy another new vehicle or no? I think for me, and I know we all got many years left, I don't think I'm ever buying another new vehicle again.
I know I'm not.
I'm not going to say
I never have.
But I will say that if something really cool comes out, I might.
My newest vehicle was 6 months old. It was 1985.
I've only bought 2 brand new vehicles. Well, if you don't count my tractor trailers, I've only bought 2 brand new vehicles twice in my life: '89 Mustang GT and a '94 Ford F-150. And because the 2020 I bought, it was used when I bought it, the Mustang.
Focus. I've only bought 3 brand new vehicles in my life. My first Focus ST was brand new when I bought it. My F-450 was brand new when I bought it, and then I had a '94 Escort that I bought brand new.
90. Damn, do they still make the Escort '94?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm trying to remember, when did they quit making the Escort? Well, I'm talking about like the Escorts I remember, not the Focus looking Escort. I'm talking about the Escort.
The Escort looked like an Escort up until 2004 when it.
My brother had one that was pretty cool to where it had the display with the little LEDs which showed you faults on it. You know what I mean? If the door was open or the trunk was open, and it kind of had like a picture of the car so you could see what was.
Yeah,
that was kind of nice.
Had little lights on it when something was when like a door was open.
You talking
That's
about
the same way. That's the same way the Fox body. Fox bodies had the same damn thing.
You talking about what was down on the council?
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, the Fox bodies had the same thing.
I don't remember that on my '93 GT.
No, I'm talking about
had too many thousand miles on it when I bought it. Brand new to me.
No, I think it was the 4i. It was a 4i Fox, wasn't it? The 84, 85, 86, or 85, 86, or something like that, Gary?
I remember the Capri having it.
Yeah, the Fox body had it too.
All right. Yeah, I just remember my '93.
Well, yeah. I know it was a Fox body, but I'm just saying Ford, not the Mercury. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. No, but the Fox body had it too. Damn, I'm trying. Was it 84, 85 that had that? Now that I'm thinking about it, or was it 83, 84, 85? Damn, I can't remember the year it was.
I'm 59 years old. I can't remember that shit no more.
Shit, I ain't 4 years behind you. Hell, I can't remember either.
But the thing about it is I don't do it. When I used to do it all the time, I knew all that stuff.
Same here.
Because I don't do it.
Yep. I mean, because it was like second nature. You just didn't even have to think about it. You just automatically knew the shit. Because you mess with the shit every single day.
Look, I'll be
same thing here.
Exactly what was in there.
Yep.
Because I did it every day, you know.
Yep. I just can't remember now. Now I have to fucking go in the house and get on the computer and look that shit up. Because I can't. Now it's gonna bug the shit out of me because I'm trying to remember what year it was.
When cars would come in, I'd keep a little 5x5 cards in my pocket of these cars, so that way, when they come in, I can write down what was on them, what was good, and what was bad.
Hell yeah.
With me all the time, you know.
Yeah, it's smart actually to do that kind of shit. Because don't get me wrong, it wasn't the day before computers, but back in the day, cue cards basically was the way to go. Because you had this little cue card filing box and you could just throw them in there and just fumble through that son of a bitch. Hell yeah, it was so damn easy to deal with that kind of shit back in those days.
Funky, did you work today?
No, it's Good Friday.
Yeah, buddy.
But the fuck was so good about it?
It was a good Friday. It was beautiful weather, and I was out driving my damn car.
You know what? I agree. It was a beautiful day. My brother was here, so that's what made it sad.
Well, you know, Pinks, I didn't have to fix my car, but I'm going to tell you something. I know it felt good to drive my car, so I get it.
All right, guys, stop about driving your cars. I don't want to hear it.
Where's yours?
They're sitting everywhere.
Oh yeah, why ain't you with the weather breaking and shit? Why ain't you getting more done to your cars? What you waiting on, Bama?
Well, we're finna swap the rear ends.
You've been saying that for a month. You've been saying that for a month.
I need to get some different gearing from my rear end.
It comes down to actual living life, Salty.
Well, trust me, I know what that is. I have to live mine every day.
No, you don't. You sit there playing games.
No, hell I don't, boy. I wish it was that damn simple. I wish the hell it was that damn simple. Usually I don't get a chance to get online and play my game until late in the evening when my mom has quit running me to death all day long.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, Salty. Now we got all of my son's kids are not playing ball right now. That's all done.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, I love to go watch them play, but my God, it's just when you got 8 of them and 4 of them are playing something, it's pretty rough. But anyway, so both rear ends are out of the 2 cars at my son's house, and now I started today pulling this one out so we can put the 4-banger rear end under this one so it'll be a roller, and then we're gonna go from there.
So you're just waiting on your son to bring the rear end over so y'all can reinstall it.
Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. I got to get an engine horse. That's to me that's the biggest thing.
Well, yeah, you need one of those.
So far away, I'd bring one down to you, but it's kind of far away.
Have you looked on?
I wouldn't even
Facebook Marketplace.
I'd even do that if he was down the road, but I'm fixing to get one. So,
have you looked on Facebook Marketplace? Because up here, I see a lot of them. I don't know how available they are. But Facebook Marketplace is loaded up.
I've seen a bunch of them on Facebook Marketplace at the same prices of brand new ones.
Yeah.
No, up here you got a lot of people selling them a lot cheaper up here.
Recently, and I'm like,
well, yeah, and you know what, Salty? That's where I see them. Where you're at, not where I'm at.
Yeah, they're all over damn Facebook Marketplace up here.
So, Pinks, I agree 100%. People think some of their shit's gold. You'll see
stuff no
that's
shit.
used, and it's more than what you could find at some of the discount sites new. And you're like, seriously?
It is crazy. People are crazy.
You know what? People are selling their shit. And I'm going to tell you, me and a buddy of mine were talking about this the other day. People have now started watching TV, watching the tariffs and shit like that. They know the prices of everything is going to jump like double or a quarter or something. So they're just like, well, I'll just sell it for what a brand new one would have cost before the tariffs. And they'll still think mine's a good deal.
I've been seeing this shit for like a year now. So way before tariff pulls.
Well, I found one that was about 30 miles away. I think it was about 9 days ago. I hit the guy up. The guy said, "Well, the guy hit me up before you did. If you don't come get, he didn't want but $125 for it."
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah,
ton and a half, 2 ton.
2 ton.
Nice.
Okay.
Sitting in his garage. Said he used it one time years ago. He never used it again. I said, "I don't care." He said, "Okay, if the guy don't show up, I'll message you back." Well, the guy showed up.
Usually for $125, they usually don't last too long.
Oh yeah, I know that. And my problem was I was at work and I couldn't hit him up because I was working on a machine. When I got back to the phone, I hit him up and then he said, "Okay, if you don't show up today, then I'll hit you back." But he showed up. But the guy was good enough to hit me back. Go, "Sorry, he showed up." I was like, "Hey, that's cool, cat."
Hey man, at least he was respectful enough to give you a call and let you know. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do that shit. So
yeah, he texted me back and I was like, "Hey man, don't worry about it." He bought it. It's gone.
You know, Bam, I got to say that when you call people cat, It kind of reminds me back in the old days, man. They used to say that shit all the time up here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
down here too.
that's all we ever said.
But our thing is, most of us, we called each other Polacks. Because
What does
we
that
all
mean?
kind of fucking, no, we all just
What
fucking
are you
act like
trying to
fucking
say?
Polacks.
What are you trying to say?
We all fucking act ignorant as shit, especially when we all
Oh, I
get drinking
thought
and
you were
hanging
going
out
to say
with each other.
gay. You almost said gay.
No, we all get to, like one of our buddies will have like a cookout at his house. Then all the rest of us should show up. We all act like a bunch of fucking idiots. But that's just what we do. You know, we don't mean no harm. We just joke around and talk shit.
I'm just messing with you.
But that's when we're having fun though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And
back in my day, it was just Cat. That's just what it was. What up, Cat? What you got going on, Cat?
And all the wives look at us and say, you know something, y'all are a bunch of idiot motherfuckers. All the wives
Well,
say
that's
that.
all. That's all women look at their boyfriends and
Yeah.
husbands and everything else.
Yeah. All the guys will be sitting outside around the grill, drinking, smoking, having a good time, and all the wives will be inside the damn house where the AC's at.
Hey, Proline, just turn your pictures into a picture video.
There you go. Like a slideshow. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Put what about 10 a day or 10 a week, whatever.
Just keep looking around, man. You'll find your engine hoist.
Oh yeah.
That you won't have to pay damn top dollar for, because hell, even damn the Harbor Freight ones are not cheap anymore.
No,
hell, the cheapest one I found around here, I forgot where it was at. New was $380 damn.
For what is it now?
Cherry
Yeah, cherry picker.
Cherry
engine hoist.
picker.
Oh,
Yeah,
I had one before the
they're
storm.
proud of those bastards now, man.
You'd be surprised how bent that thing was when we found it.
Oh, I can just imagine.
Ben, I'm sure.
There was something.
Harbor Freight has them. The cheapest one at Harbor Freight is $269.
Yeah.
Ton and a half.
That's for the 1 ton, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's for the 1 ton.
Yeah.
Actually, Amazon has a 2 ton for $159.
Oh.
What's the shipping?
$159? Hell, that ain't bad. It shouldn't be no shipping. If it's over $35, usually they won't charge you, but you'll just have to check and see.
Well, if there's no shipping, then hell, I'll just buy the damn thing, have it shipped.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to watch who you buy it from. If it's from a third-party vendor, guarantee you're going to have to pay shipping charges 100%. It doesn't matter if you're a Prime member or not.
Tomorrow.
Do what, Funky?
yes, I am here.
No, I thought you said something. I said, what's up?
No, that was Pink's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I said I'm hoping my new pressure washer shows up tomorrow.
Ooh,
Supposed to, but it's coming FedEx, so I don't hold high hopes for it.
But damn, you better hope it's still in one piece.
yeah, those guys destroy shit.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm hoping. But we'll see
Yeah, I
what-
got tired of using all the interchangeable tips. So I went to Home Depot and they got this round one. And it's got all the different tips on that
I have
one tip.
of those. I already have one of those tips.
Yeah, I love that damn thing, man. That way you ain't got to stop and change the damn tip.
So the Amazon one, it's 2 ton folding hydraulic engine hoist. But if you go, that's the very, very last hole if you hook it up. The second hole is 1, then the rest of it's 1 ton.
Really, all
Oh,
you need is a
really?
1 ton, though. If you're not changing nothing really, really big, hell, 1 ton should be plenty.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about which one it is. It's just to get one and not pay a damn $300 for some bitch.
But the thing about it is, you want one tall enough in case you got to take the engine out of your truck or whatever. Because
No, true.
Mine's like I think mine's a ton and a half. Maybe it's 2 tons. I don't remember.
Oh, mine's the 2 ton from Harbor Freight.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Years ago when it was under $200.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a 2 ton. That's just me. But see, I've got my money now. It's all cleared out as far as all the taxes I had to pay. I can get my doors now.
Oh,
I don't.
Good. Congrats.
Yeah. So I don't want to go overboard as far as spending more money to get a damn $300 engine horse. That's just me. Call
Don't
me
blame
cheap, call me whatever you want to. I'm not gonna do it.
To me, I look at it like this: doors on your shop to me would be more important than an engine hoist because I
Yes,
want to be able to lock my shit up.
Yes, because then I can do all my electrical myself like I did before, and not worry about the moisture in the building.
Yep.
Because I got wide open doors. I don't need that.
See, the problem with your barn or whatever is that it's outdoors.
No shit.
Well, until he gets the door, once he gets the doors on it, then it'll be all indoors.
You need to build it underground, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, I'll do that next time. Well, let me take that back. Hopefully, there's no next time. How's that?
Well,
Built it above ground.
Funky, I don't think I've ever asked you this question. Do you ever think you'll move out of that house? You and your mom and your dad, or y'all think you're pretty much going to stay right where you're at?
Why would he?
I'm just asking a question. I mean, I'm just asking.
Well, it's just it's money, dude.
Oh well, of course, everything revolves around money.
Boy, Blue, what's up?
For Blue Gauge in the house.
Yeah, everything revolves around money.
If I quit my job, I inherit a lot of money.
Yeah, but do you really want to quit your job just to inherit the money? Then what you going to do?
Oh, I would.
Unless you invest the money right, the money's
tell you, man.
only going to last so long.
It gets to a point to where you're just like,
I'm tired of fucking getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah, like 40 years in one place. Yeah, I agree.
Because you've been there, what, 27, 28 years now, Funky?
going on 28.
Yeah, try 40.
So
Yeah, just
long ass time.
If you decide you want to retire, you're still young enough to be able to do so and start your own thing if you wanted to do that.
true. Thing of it is, though, Gary, my thing, the way I always thought about this is I want to be able to think about what I'm going to start before I leave something else.
Well,
Yeah.
no, of course, that's exactly what he would do. But I'm just saying he can do what he would like to do,
Well, that's why my son got his dealer's license. He's only been working on helicopters for 20 years. Well, I take it back, 18 and a half years now. So he started this about 6 years ago. You see what I'm saying? To where he could have something after he left the damn job he's got.
The thing about this, though, is that I'm going to tell you, I don't know about where you're at, Bama, but up here in Michigan, to go to these auctions, you can't hardly buy a car nowadays.
It's pretty good down here.
It's pretty good down here.
These Arabics, shit, they pay a tall dollar for these cars. And then
they run the auctions up on purpose.
Then when they get them, and then they take them and they fix them, they're salvage title vehicles. They got such a high interest rate. I don't know how anybody could ever pay them off.
Yeah.
Well, it's I don't know exactly how it is. I could talk to my son and see, but the one good thing about it is his wife, but she's a little bit of a tomboy, so she will go and look at the cars while he's at work, drive the cars and know what to look for, and then they will decide whether to buy the car. And then he'll do his own work to the car in his shop and then sell it for a profit.
So, you know what I used to do? People used to pay me to run cars out for them.
Yeah.
A dealer come in there and he's got a bunch of money in the car. He would pay me to run that car out for him. So that way he could get his money.
Hello, Ford Blue. Welcome to the chat.
Blue.
So basically, they was using you to get Gary as a consigner.
Well, that's what they did. They paid me $100 and I would raise the bet. And then
he came
they
in
would
and
tell
left.
me they would tell me what they want me to bid it up to, and after the auction, he'd come back and slip me $150.
Hell yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm just, my thing is, if I was in the type business that you were in, I don't think I'd ever want to get into cars. If I was leaving a job and wanted to do something on my own, cars is just so unpredictable now, especially the way the market is. Like you said, the way the auctions are, especially the way the insurance companies are, the regulations like on inspections and all that kind of stuff. I think I just want to try something other than do cars.
Well, there's other things to get into because I mean, you can go to auctions and buy toys and whatever you want to buy. So I mean, there's things you can buy and get into. But the thing about it is that the car market, you always got that person. You always got to ask for every seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see Funky getting into maybe like, I don't know, like starting his own like ammo business or whatever, because he makes a lot of his own ammo and shit like that. And believe it or not, there's a damn market out there for that shit. People buy the fucking shit out of that stuff. They just got to know you exist and know what you do. But once you're out there, they'll buy the hell out of that shit.
Good luck, barbecue.
Yeah, I heard about his misfortune, man. I hated to hear that about him. God, man, that broke my heart.
Yeah, like I said, Bucky's a pretty smart dude. I'm sure there's a few things he could probably get into.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What happened to Barbecue Mike?
Ah, man, I'd let him tell his story. It ain't my story to tell, man.
No, whatever it is, very sorry to hear.
But
I ain't trying to cut you off, Mike, or nothing. That ain't my story to tell.
I would say Funky probably got it pretty good where he works at.
I'm sure he does, but to hear him sit there a while ago and say, I'm thinking about saying fuck this shit, evidently he's ready to call it fucking quits. He's probably tired of getting up at 3 o'clock every freaking morning going to work. I mean, that shit right there would get old. I mean, I know he's been doing it for so many fucking years, it's unbelievable, but still, there's some mornings you're like, fuck that alarm clock. I just don't want to get out of bed.
I do that no matter what time of day it is.
Mike, you need to stop. You need to start that thing anyway, man. That's something you need to start. So,
what's that?
His PPAP machine.
Yeah.
Oh, the CPAP. Yeah. Yeah, I got a cousin that's on the
CPAP for 40 years straight and see how you like that.
Oh yeah, I imagine it gets kind of. It was probably done past kind of fucking old.
Well, hey, listen, I had to do it at that junkyard for 40 years. I get it.
Yeah.
But do I want to go back in the junk business? Hell no.
Hell no, mother.
Shit, 3 weeks ago, my brother lost his damn $180,000 a year job.
You said last time it was 160.
No, well, I thought it was 160, and he was over here today talking. He said no, it was 180. So,
but the thing about it is he's got more skills, so he can go anywhere and get a job, right?
Well, see, it's bothering him, Gary, because it's bothering him because of his age and shit like that. He's like, where the fuck? Who's going to hire me at my age?
You can't discriminate, though.
I know.
But there ain't no young people trying to get a damn job, so I think he should be fine.
Well, I mean, when you're trying to go in at that kind of salary, the kind of salary he's trying to demand, he's like, dude, I'm 63 years old. I ain't got but a couple years left to retire. He goes, and a lot of these people I'm talking to, they're not wanting to hire somebody my age because they know I'm not going to be there long because I'm going to be gone.
How old is your brother?
63.
63?
Yeah.
So I don't know what his condition is, but I mean, if he's in good condition, dude, he can go in there, work another 5-10 years and get out of there.
He's not wanting to, though. He's wanting to get out at 65.
Yeah, but you don't tell them that.
No, you don't tell him that, and he's not telling them that. I think these companies are strictly just going off because of his age and when his birthday is. See, his birthday's next month. His birthday's on Mother's Day every year, so they know he's going to be 64. So they know he's getting really close to retirement. So
I mean,
he's going through the door asking for $180,000.
Well, he ought to walk in there and say, all my experience, I can do a lot of training for your people.
Well, I mean, I can't tell him how to talk to those people because I've never been in the line. See, he's always been into heavy equipment his whole life. There's damn nothing that man don't know about fucking like off-road heavy equipment, like in rock quarries and shit. He knows every inch of those machines. And so all he wants to do is be an equipment manager. He's like, I don't want to work in the fucking field no more. I'm too old to be picking up all this heavy shit. He goes, my health is still good. He goes, I don't want to be crawling up under a fucking machine in a damn landfill trying to fix that shit at my age.
Is he collecting
Social
Security yet?
No. He just lost his job 3 weeks ago.
But I'm saying though, he could have started collecting Social Security when he turned 62.
Yeah, I know. And he said he's talked about it like yesterday when he was here, or I'm sorry, today and yesterday when he was here. He's talked about going down there and just seeing what the payout would be right now for him. And he said that's going to be determined a lot whether he go ahead and retires now or he still continues to look. He said, look, if my payout can be like $3,600 a month, he goes, fuck, I'm going to hang it up. I'm going to retire right now.
But if that dude was making $190,000 a year, you would think he'd have something put up.
Oh, he does. Him and his wife, they got what he was telling us. He goes, look, I'm not in a hurry to have to find a job. He goes, look, we got enough money in the bank to last us 2 years without either one of us even working. He goes, we keep that kind of money in the bank because he lost his job back in '99 and he worked for that company for 20 something years. And that company got bought out by an overseas company. And they walked in and didn't tell anybody. On a Friday, they just handed out checks, closed the fucking company, and everybody lost their job at the same time. And this people's been there for 35, 40 freaking years, and they lost their damn job. And
it's going to kick out of people that say, well, I'm waiting until I can get my full amount of Social Security and this and that. Let me tell you something. We're not promised tomorrow for one thing. And if you're 62 years old, it's going to pretty much equal out by the time you die.
And see, that's why he said, I think I'm going to go ahead and he said Monday or Tuesday. He said, I'm going to go ahead and go to the Social Security office and see what my payout would be right now if I started drawing my Social Security. He goes, if the payout is around $3,200 to $3,600 a month, he said, I'm going to go ahead and retire. He goes, because they're not in debt. Everything they own is paid for. So they're not in debt to anything. So he's like,
but I don't know anybody on Social Security that makes that kind of money a month.
No.
Oh yeah, I know people up here make that kind of money.
Really?
Yeah. I know people who's drawing the max.
Yeah, it's according different states with different ways.
Yeah.
Social Security is national, dude. It's not state.
Social Security is federal, and it's you're going to have your maximum that you can get based off of what you made, how many quarters that you paid in, yada yada. But if he's trying to do it at 62, he ain't getting full because you have to be 70 years old to get full.
I thought it was 60. I thought it was 67.
Yeah, I thought it was depending on what year you were born.
Yeah, what year you're born. For me, it's probably going to be 70. But he might only get $1,500 to $2,000.
Well, he's still got his 401k. He's paid in for all these fucking years, so he can still draw a partial retirement out of that. So, his wife is still working, but she is already at the age, and she's fully invested at her company. She's been at her company over 40 years. She worked for Wells Fargo. So like I said, she's been there over 40 years. She could have already retired.
If she works at Wells Fargo, she's set.
Oh yeah, she's been at Wells Fargo over 40 years.
But still, what's going to get them is going to be not Social Security. What's going to get them is between age 62 and age 65. Is he 62 or 63?
He's 63. Next month he will be 64 on Mother's Day. His birthday is May 10th.
Because I was going to say the big thing that you have to worry about is health care. Because you get into your 60s, it gets quite expensive, and you can't get your Medicare to 65.
And see, and that's the reason why she has not left Wells Fargo is because her health insurance for him and her. She said, that's the only reason why I haven't retired yet, because our health insurance. She goes, until I can find a plan that won't eat us up, she goes, I'm not going to retire until I can find that plan. And she's steady looking all the time.
The company should offer a plan just like they did my mom. She worked at the company I work at now. It's not that bad, but I know everybody else's is different. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I like my neighbor here. He got on his supplemental plan for his Medicare. He was telling me yesterday that there's one medicine of his that he has to take. It is his arthritis medicine. He has to pay out of his pocket $1,900 a year, even with his Medicare and his supplemental health insurance. He still has to pay $1,900 a year. And he goes, like, man, he goes, if I didn't have that, he goes, the medicine would cost me $6,000 a month. I'm like, who the hell can afford that? He goes, nobody.
Yeah.
My dad right now for his supplemental is $310 a month.
Yeah. But he told me that would be a one-time fee for him. He's like, look, I only got to pay the $1,900 once a year, and then I have to, every month when I get it. Then he goes, it costs me $45 a month. I'm like, well, hell, that's doable. He goes, yeah. He goes, that's why I'm not arguing about it. He goes, because the alternative is me having to pay $6,000 a month for that shit. So he goes, I'm not going to bitch about it. He goes, I'm just going to eat it and deal with it. He said, because they don't make a generic in the type authorized medicine that he takes. He said they don't make a generic for it. It's only the name brand shit. Now I can't remember what that name is. He told me, but it was about 2 football fields long, and you can't ask this dumb redneck try to pronounce that shit because I can't.
Well, it's like with me to Dupixent-Thymon. That's $3,000 a month if I didn't have insurance.
God,
yeah, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
I see, and that's where I think if the government could do anything for the citizens of this country, they could do something about these insurance companies to fucking bring the price down, because they just kick everybody's ass.
It ain't the insurance companies. The insurance companies, believe it or not, there's not as much markup as you think. It's everything before that.
Well, I don't know if I really meant the insurance company. I kind of really meant, well, I do mean the insurance companies too, but I also mean the pharmaceutical companies, because the pharmaceutical companies, they just fucking it ain't nothing but a goddamn ripoff.
It's all rip off, and the government should do something about it.
Yeah, all they are is just evil. That's all.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. But I mean, even though that we keep hearing Trump and then all the both sides of the political aisle talking about we need to get pharmaceuticals made in America, and we don't need to get everybody keeps saying, well, this is going to be a good thing for America. Yeah, but we ain't going to feel we ain't going to get no relief until 2 or 3 years after they come over here, and it takes them that long to even build their damn facility, because they ain't going to rent no damn facility. They're going to build a brand new one because they got the billions of dollars to do this shit.
I don't think we're going to get any relief until they start taking all the poison out of the food.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
that's a big thing too. That's a big thing too.
But I like my poison.
Dude,
yeah, some of the poison does taste good.
You can get the same shit from Canada, and it doesn't have all the yellow dyes and all that other shit in it. Look at any of the kids' cereals and compare it to what they have in Canada. It doesn't have all the food coloring and all that shit. They just put that in ours because it's cheaper and we're dumb enough to eat it.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Everybody buys by eye. If it looks appealing, people buy it. So all them different colors, that's called a money grab.
I like the part didn't they just take the all the candy and Cokes and all that stuff off the EBT cars and all that shit?
I don't think it's off yet.
I don't know. I know they're trying to do it. I don't know if they've implemented the law or rule or whatever yet.
They haven't done it yet, I don't think.
I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Why not?
Because there's going to be a judge that stops them.
Oh, wait, you ain't lying about that shit. You ain't lying about that. It seems like one little bitty judge from one little bitty county and one little bitty state can put the whole fucking government on halt.
I thought you were going to say there was going to be a riot, which wouldn't surprise me.
Well, they could do that too. That could happen too.
I don't know. They'd run out of breath pretty quick.
That'd be funny if somebody was riding over an EBT car because you can't get candy. I'd like to see that shit.
I'm gonna tell you what. Don't put it past Americans because they'll do that shit.
Oh, I'd like to see it. I'd love to see it.
I'm gonna tell you, look
at these dumbass son of a bitches.
Well, look at the damn shit they're trying to do now, man. I mean, you got every fucking liberal, every fucking Democrat crying the blues because this one little dude got shipped over to the fucking El Salvador prison, and they're just thinking it's the worst thing that's happened in America, and they want him brought back.
And he's a freaking gang member of
violence. Yeah. And he's a wife beater.
Yeah, they done lost their minds over that shit. They've made that like the top topic in the freaking country that all of them are talking about. The one
they talked to his wife today, and they was asking her about the restraining order that she had on him, and she said, "I got no comment." They done got to her ass.
Well, the thing about it is, she went and took the restraining order out, and then she went and dropped this restraining order. Now she's talking all good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's being paid to do that.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, Pinks, 100% she's being paid. 100% she is. And you know the liberals and Democrats are feeding her money left and right so they can get her to speak the way they want her to speak.
Why can't I get that done so they can feed me all that money?
Well, get Salty over there and slap you around, and maybe you can get some money.
Look, they could offer me $20 million and I would not sell my fucking soul for that shit. I would still stick to my guns.
Hey,
Look,
Pink,
money ain't that damn important to me, man. I wouldn't do it.
Pinks, I gotta tell you something. If you color your hair purple and walk around with a bent wrist, you'll get that money.
Yeah, you ain't lied about that shit. That's for fucking sure. Hey, man.
Well, I guess
just
keep working for my money.
Hey, get you some of those damn. Hey, get you a couple of those damn. Yeah, get you a couple of those damn rainbow air fresheners, hang up in your damn car, and a rainbow license plate and shit. Oh, you'll get a lot of attention.
Hey, Proline, have a good night, buddy.
Take it easy,
Proline.
Later, Proline.
Get you a tag. It says, what's them damn letters? LBGQ, LBTQ or whatever. Yeah, get your license plate made up and put that shit on front of your Mustang, boy. You'll find out how much attention you'll get then.
No, thank you. I live in Alabama. I don't need a tag.
Yeah, I was gonna say you kind of might live in the wrong state to be doing that shit.
No, I don't think nobody bothered with him, but they go, look at that guy.
I ain't gonna put that past them to bother him. I mean, it's Alabama, dude. They fucking ruthless in that state. They don't fuck around.
You'd be surprised around here how many liberals have moved into this area.
Yeah,
and if that's 100% the reason why I want to get the fuck out of Georgia, dude. This place is covered up with those things.
Hey, Salty, you need to retract what you just said, because remember, Bama lives in Bama, and he walks around like that all the time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he probably does have the rainbow fucking air freshener hanging in his truck, no doubt.
If you want to see
especially that little Toyota it is.
The biggest Democrat section of Alabama is around Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
And I mean, oh my God, and there's so many murders there.
Yeah, you got to get out of Alabama just because it's the new Kansas now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, I'll say that, but as long as you move away from Birmingham, you're pretty good in that state. You just got to get the hell away from Birmingham.
Yeah. You ought to see the people, and I'm talking about all the people in the majority of Alabama when all the BLM was going on and all this other stuff and blah, blah. And all the people I work with was like, I wish them fools would come down here and do that.
They did.
And I'm talking about every race, whatever you can think of, religion, whatever. That's what they all said. Was like, I wish they would come down here and do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, we don't care what somebody's doing. Just leave me the fuck alone.
That's right. Let me live my life. You live yours.
Yeah, we don't care. I don't care what you do. That's your life. It's none of my business. But don't bring it into my yard.
I'm going to make it your business, damn it.
Well, Pink, you take your last car and go drive around town and have a good time.
I'm going to take offense when you don't like it. Even if you don't say anything, I can tell you don't like it. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, just by your eyebrows, I can tell you don't like it.
Oh my God! How dare you?
Nah, yeah, it's just crazy.
I don't understand that shit. To me, I don't understand.
It's just crazy to see what this country has come to, man. After me growing up in the 70s and 80s, seeing what I seen back then and how good things were. And then now this time right here to see just how crazy people have went, man, it's not even the same country anymore, man.
Yeah, it's dividing from it within. That's what it comes down to.
Hey, these other countries, dude, where there are all these people, they have open sex and open marriages and all that stuff like that. That's what gives a lot of these people over here in America their ideas.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
Yep. And you do you, I'll do me. Everything will be good. And I can still be friends with you.
I can to a certain
Hey,
point.
so what do you think? So Gary, open sex has been around forever. Think about when Salter was a truck driver. He just opened up the door, and that's all you needed to do.
You know what, Mike? You ain't lying. That's really about the way it was back in those days. There ain't no doubt.
Mike, I got to tell you something. I'm proud of you because, you know, I really think we broke you in because you were so straight and narrow when you first started coming to our life.
He sure the hell was.
You really opened up.
He really, you know, you're right. When he first started coming around, he would never talk like that. Never.
These live streams that just messed him up.
I'm telling you, man.
Tell you what.
His wife probably thinks, what are you doing on these live streams?
I tell you, honey, I'm getting educated.
At home, I would talk like this. It's just not over this. So, like with my wife, you know, she'll complain. She'll be like, "My back hurts. This hurts. That hurts," and I'll be like, "I'm sorry to hear that. So, looks like I got to trade you in for a new model." Man, the dirty looks I get.
Yeah, boy, that's
My wife come in and said my back hurted. I'd be like, "Honey, was it too rough last night?"
Oh, there you go.
Hey, man. Hey, you gotta ask. I mean, you won't know if you ask.
Yeah, what do you think? You're just not as flexible as you used to be.
No.
Well, tonight, honey, I'll let you be on top and you control it. I'll just lay there.
All I'll tell you is, I'm a flexible guy.
We don't want to hear that.
I am. I'm very flexible. I don't know why.
We're talking about your sexuality.
Look, I'm going to tell you something.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to tell you, Bama told me that he was so flexible he could reach around and give you a stroke and switch hands.
God damn, brother.
All right, Gary, I'll be calling you in the morning.
He'd be like, Gary, you got my plane ticket ready?
And I'm gonna bring the Bengay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm bringing the coffee and the tea.
Look, when we get done, we gonna smell old.
Yay!
How long?
Holy shit! Well, this live stream went to hell.
You know
Well,
what?
they all go to hell.
I got into these guys, these detailers. They find these old barn finds and they detail them and get them running. Man, it's just the work that they do on these cars is amazing.
Well, just watch the last two videos from Simon Ford, man, of his 66 F100.
Oh, yeah?
He's got a 390 in it. He gets that thing busted loose and starts and gets it running. And his last episode was him fixing the floor and a freaking cab.
I just got done watching that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm watching it while I'm on your stream.
Oh, okay. He's that dude knows how to do it all, man.
He does. But yeah, I've been watching a couple different channels. Like right now, I'm watching this Detail Geek. They found this old Dodge Challenger. I'm thinking maybe like a 70.
Yeah.
And they just take it out of the garage and are getting ready to detail this car. I mean, it's a mess.
Gary, I got a question to ask you about that. Do you ever think some of this shit is like made up just so they can get YouTube views? I mean, honestly.
I think so, yeah. But
Me too, man.
Some of it's not, but some of it is.
So Gary, you talking about the guy that pulls it back to his shop at that place and pressure washes and cleans it up and cleans it back?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen that. Okay.
But there's a couple channels like the one Funky was just talking about, the guy with the pickup truck. He just cut the floor out of that thing and kicked it out, and oh yeah. But that guy, now that's a real deal right there.
Yeah. Something like that is cool. But some of these guys, you watching YouTube videos and they're like, yeah, we went to this one barn and he's got all these different vehicles in there, and then some of them's got dust on it and some of them don't. Right. I'm like, well, how the hell is the one in the front don't have dust, but the ones behind it are dusty as hell?
Now this
can't nobody tell me that shit ain't fucking set up.
The one I'm watching right now with all this rat poop and everything in it, this is real.
Yeah.
Genuine, true article rat poop.
But they never reveal what they pay for the shit, though. That's my thing.
No, these people don't pay for these cars. They don't buy them. They're just doing it for the owners.
Yeah, that's the ones I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but the one that goes around and buys them old barn finds and does that shit, dude, I want to know what you pay for it. But I understand why they don't say that, because then whoever buys it, like, well, I remember this car, you paid this much, so I'm only going to offer you this much. So I understand why they don't say it. But damn, me being an enthusiast watching, look, I just want to know what the final deal was. What'd you pay for the damn thing? But of course, they're never going to say.
Yeah, but what does that matter? If you want to buy it, you'll buy it. If you don't,
it's just one of those things. It's just I just like to know what these people are paying for some of these damn barn finds, because some of these cars, there's like some of our dream cars. We could see them every day back in the 80s and 70s and shit when we were young, a lot younger. You don't see them anymore. I'm just like, what'd you wind up paying for this barn find then? If you're telling us the Holy Grail, then that's what it'll be titled on your video. It's the Holy Grail. What'd you pay for this Holy Grail? I just, just out of curiosity, what are you having to pay for something like that?
You can watch these guys who, I love it. I love watching these ones where they said the 10 mods I did to my F-150. I said, you mean the accessories you put on that?
Yeah. So I've seen those too.
This guy's like, he goes, this is how much did I pay for all my accessories? This dude was buying every accessory you could buy and buying the expensive version of it. He paid $600 and some odd for LED lights, the ones that mount up on your hood.
Really?
Oh my God, dude.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? He spent like $16,000 for all these so-called mods on his F-150. And I'm like, dude, you could have got the cheaper ones way cheaper and they do the same thing.
Yeah. That's probably about what? 14,000 more than he should have paid for it, that he's not going to be able to get out of it when he sells that shit.
It's so dumb. But I like it when they say, I got this mods. They're like, look, I put this dampener on my tailgate. It's a mod.
Yeah. Or they added a badge or a stripe or something.
Like,
I think it's a mod.
It's a headlamp bulb. I modded my car.
See, like the Simon Ford guy that Funky was talking about earlier there. This dude, I mean, he was digging nest out of the freaking out of the door fucking.
They were soaked too, man.
Yes.
Oh, that's nasty.
See, that's the reason why I like watching that guy from Canada, Half-Ass Customs. I really like watching that guy because most of the shit that he goes shopping for parts, but he goes out in his yard where he's got all these cars and shit out in his yard and all these parts that he saved off of these other builds and shit like that. He'll just go shopping in his yard for parts. Yeah, I love shit like that, man.
Shit like that too.
Yeah, and he just makes a lot of his own parts without having to buy it. He just hand makes that shit.
Barbecue Mike says, Mike's Garage, you looking to get whooped by the wife?
He would love for his wife to spank him.
No, he wouldn't. Mike would run from that shit. You ain't heard Mike tell you that story?
Mike tell that story? That damn story.
Yeah. Let Mike tell you the story about when his wife wanted a child.
Hey,
wanted a what?
Me a little too hard.
Yeah, when his wife wanted a child, let him tell you about that damn story.
Hey,
so who was giving birth?
Sometimes you can only take so much friction. Let's just say that.
I was dying. He was telling that story one night on a live stream, dude, and I was fucking dying laughing at that shit. I mean, just
I must not have been in that one.
Yeah, I was laughing my ass off at that shit. He was like, no, he would run from her. I can't help. I was laughing my ass off by that shit.
Wait a minute. So you wanted to practice at getting pregnant, and you didn't want to do it?
Whatever
My-
happens.
How often, dude? Dude, you have it too much, man. Your beans are sore and your freaking pork. No. Shit was needed to relax. That's all I'm saying.
So you had to try about every 3 hours.
All I know is that's all I could do.
Let's put it this
And
way.
then she was over in the corner. She was over in the corner, or standing on her head so she could get all fed in there.
I'll put it this way. She was willing, but Mike damn sure wasn't ready.
Barbecue Mike, what's going on with your house, bud? Did they get that straightened out?
What's that now? Say it again, Gary.
I wonder what happened with Barbecue Mike's house, if the insurance paid for it, if they got it straightened out or what?
Yeah, I remember he saying something about they were supposed to come out and meet with him or stuff.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. Because DTE didn't even notify them or nothing.
Okay, what is DTE?
That is the electric company up here.
Oh, okay.
Electric and gas.
Gotcha.
It used to be Edison back in the day, but
Well, Funky, are you still waiting on 4Blue to send you those parts?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just figured I'd ask again. I figured I'd wait a couple of weeks and then ask.
It ain't been a couple of weeks.
It has been a couple of weeks. That's the thing.
I got a question for y'all.
All right,
On
we might have an answer.
My cruise control does not work in third gear or sixth gear, but it works in fourth and fifth.
I don't know.
I don't know the answer to that one.
I do know that first through four, the gear ratios are different than they were from stock, and so is six. But it works in fourth and fifth. So
You wouldn't think gear ratio would have nothing to do with it.
actually, you would. Your ratio has a lot to do with it.
well, yeah, because they got that speed sensor thing on the rear end.
Yeah, because I got the speed
Well,
sensor.
yeah. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I guess you're right.
But I mean, it won't set. You can't resume when you're in sixth gear. You can't set it when you're in sixth gear. But it works in fourth and fifth, but no other gear.
Hey, girlies.
And it sucks. You really want to use it in sixth gear in your overdrive gear.
Man, that sounds like a damn question for either Chris or Ken.
The thing about it is, Pink, the question I got is that what is the difference between the gear ratio in sixth than it is in fourth?
Oh, I'd have to go look it up right now. I had it earlier.
Because
I know in sixth gear, the ratio difference is from 0.57 to 0.61.
okay, but so your computer is set
Yeah.
for the old gear, right?
Right.
It just might be something in the tune.
Might be close enough that it doesn't notice the difference. I'd have to look it up again real quick.
Yeah, that's something you got to ask somebody that knows. Ken?
Yeah, that's why I was saying Ken or either Chris. That's about the only two I know who you could ask about that.
Chris not here, but
I had it for a second there.
yeah, because that's got that speed sensor on it and stuff. So that's. And then the gear ratio and the the gear ratio and the rear ends changed everything, right?
Yeah. The rear ends, yeah, it's 331.
But you changed the gear ratios in the transmission when Ken had it taken out or whatever. Didn't you change the ratios in?
Gear ratios got changed when it became a Calamar Stage 3.
Okay.
At that point, I wasn't using cruise control. I wasn't carrying because I was hitting drag strip. And
right.
So basically, you've changed the gear ratio in the transmission and the rear end.
Yes.
Okay.
But the rear end's not going to care because the speed sensor's before that.
Oh, like I said,
you can change the rear end, and yes, your speed control may be wrong, but it's not going to have a conflict with what the computer thinks it should be.
Yeah, you'd have to talk to somebody with more knowledge about that than me. That's for damn sure.
That's why I said Ken,
Yeah.
because he's very smart.
Oh, very smart. Yeah. I wonder if it's something I can change with foreskin instead of having to have a tune for it. Because
Foreskin, you better quit saying that. Bama's gonna be goddamn. We're gonna hear something slapping the wall in a minute.
yeah.
He lets them suckers dry out and he keeps them in a bag like potato chips.
Yeah.
You know, Funky, that's what sausage just sent you in a bag is foreskin.
That's funny.
And you got to eat them online.
I think that was
No.
me that sent the foreskin.
I know there's one thing. I'll tell you one thing I'm gonna send you. It is a bag of fried cracklings.
Fried what?
Cracklings.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
What's
Cracklings. A lot of people used to put them in cornbread and stuff like that. But they are just a little small bag of fried cracklings.
Okay.
I'll tell you that much. That way you can go ahead. That way you can go ahead and get the ooh out before you get them.
And what country is that from?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't look at that. I just looked at the name on the front of the bag. It said Misfits. That's all I can tell you.
God damn it.
I think you'll like some of them though.
Let's
$20 says no.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's some potato chips in there too. But on the front of every bag, there's an Afro, and they're all different color bags.
Afro.
Yes, sir. Afro.
Afro Ingenuity.
No, there's some dude with an Afro on each one of the bags.
Yeah, you know, actually, there's a store down the road that actually has that.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, then, don't you, Bama?
I don't know the name of it. I can't say that. I've seen it. And
I can't remember the name of it either. But I've already done taped up the box and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, I've seen that, but I've never bought one.
I bought them only to send them to Funky.
Okay.
What's so
Stock
special?
ratio to the 161. Oh, God damn. What is that?
I was going to throw a bag of gummy worms and gummy bears in there just for the hell of it. I was like, nah, he probably wouldn't eat these online. But I was going to do that, though.
Gummy bears.
Okay, so Barbecue Mike, you guys are still working on it?
So 0.04 difference for sixth gear, but fourth gear goes from a 1.32 to a 1.26.
So would that make an interference with that or no?
It might, because that's over 0.05. That's more than 0.05 for fourth. So, but fourth works. And
You also said fifth works too, right?
well, fifth's the 1-to-1 gear.
Okay.
And sixth gear is only 0.004 difference. So I don't know why. I'll have to try and get hold of Ken. I get really slow responses from him sometimes.
I just wonder if it was something in the tune that kind of distorted that.
That's what I was saying a while ago, Gary. It might just be a tune issue.
But it's been with two different tunes, so
Right.
two completely different tunes. Because with the
Yeah, 'cause
Whipple, it can go on cruise control either, but I tended to stay out of sixth gear, but it still didn't work because I do remember when I was testing that.
So you're back on the original tune?
I'm back to my old tune, yeah. I'm back to the engine set back up the way it used to be. So I'm back to my
Back
old
to the good old tunes.
Hey, was what Chris told you to do was change the injectors? Is that what got your car running right?
Sure was.
Or turning turning a couple of fuel pumps off? I think is what he said. Or
Nope,
something
I didn't
like
turn the fuel pumps off. I got the fuel
Oh.
pumps are all three still running. I turned down the pressure by about 5 psi, and on the regulator, and I changed from the 1050 IDs back to the 42-pound injectors that come stock.
And that's what got your car running right.
Yep, stock injectors did it.
Good deal, man.
It's cleared all the E85 out of it. It's running even better.
Nice.
So, what are you thinking about selling the injectors along with the Whipple now? If somebody wants to buy them?
No, I'm not.
Oh, well, I didn't know since you wasn't using them. I didn't. That's why I was asking
Not
what you
using
thinking
them
about selling those. So.
currently, no, because it needs a tune for me to be able to use them. But I do plan on
Oh,
getting some kind of power adder back on that thing.
okay.
I have two sets of injectors. I have the 47-pound injectors, the GT 350 ones, I think they are, and then I have the ID 1050s, which are like whatever I don't remember the conversion. Let's see, CC to pound injector conversion.
Shit, I know one damn good thing. A damn good set of injectors these days are expensive as fuck. I know that shit.
Hey guys, I'm going to take off. Funky, thanks for having me on.
You bet. Take it easy, Mike.
Mike, take it easy, buddy.
You going to make another baby?
So I guess the 1050s are 100-pound injectors.
I guarantee you that answer is going to be no.
Y'all have a good night.
Well, hey, before you leave, I'm gonna ask you one more thing. When does all your solar stuff supposed to start rolling in?
I got more today. I was actually working on stuff while I was on the phone. We turn on the camera. So I modified a new breaker panel, and I added additional T-class fuses on it, which you might be able to see here. So that way, if my inverters ever go south, it's going to hit these T-class fuses and blow before it hits my main panel in the shop. So just doing wiring stuff.
Didn't you say in your video that you bought 3 more of those 12,000 inverters?
There they are.
Oh shit! So you already got those, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
How many inverters do you have now?
He got 5. He's got 5 now.
Jeez.
That's what I said. Jeez.
So 2 are fine for the shop. For the house, I've got 3. The 3 will put out a peak of 225 amps, so more than enough for a 200 amp panel being maxed out.
More than enough there.
Yep. And if I have one of them fail, we're still fine. I mean, I really only need 2. The third one is, keep the
Like a
wife
redundancy,
happy.
right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Understandable there. It's gonna be a cool ass system once you finally get it all hooked up, wired up, and shit like that. Did you ever start putting your panel racks together?
Yeah, been doing that with my daughter, putting them together. I gotta put down that black cover that kind of kills the grass. I gotta put that out, and then I gotta start mounting the brackets and the panels to it.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, you got a lot of work ahead of you, but it's gonna be cool to see it all come together.
It'll be cool, especially when it's all done. Yep.
Oh, yeah. That'll be the best part.
Off the grid, baby. That's all I got today.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Well, all right, buddy. Well, you have fun, man, and I look forward to watching your videos about it.
Not Jelly Bean.
All right, y'all have a good night.
You too, buddy.
I'm just tired. I'm fading.
All right, later.
All right, buddy. Take care,
All
man.
right, see you guys. All right, bye.
Hell, Funky will be up till 5 in the morning. Shit, it didn't work today. He might not be on here till 5, but he'll be awake.
I'm probably gonna dump out of here too. I gotta eat dinner. I haven't had dinner yet.
I ate dinner as soon as I come on the panel. I was eating while I was on the panel.
Yeah, I gotta make.
I was freaking. I was starving, dude. That was the first thing I had ate all day long.
All day long.
Well, I mean, I say that. I mean, I ate 2 pieces of toast this morning just so I could take my blood pressure medicine. But other than that, all right, take it easy, Pinks.
Later.
That was all I had, man. I was like,
Hell, you got to eat more than that, Salty. My God.
Well, not to take your blood pressure medicine. You just got to take it with food. And that's all I ever take it with in the mornings. I make 2 pieces of toast and take my blood pressure medicine. But then I go through the day and get so tied up doing everything, and I just totally forget to eat. And then when the headache finally starts coming on, I'm like, damn, I need to eat something.
You're getting headaches. That's not good.
Well,
I get
So what's that, Gary?
I said a head like that ought to ache.
It should. No damn doubt. I agree with you on that one. Every time I look in the mirror, that summit fogs up. Some of us don't want me looking at it either. So, Funky, do you got a timeline on when you want your car drivable so you can start tearing your truck down?
No, when it's ready, it's ready.
Oh, well, I'm just asking. Just asking. I don't know if anybody goes live tomorrow. You guys probably will not see me.
Okay, I'm going live.
Are you warning us?
No, yeah, well, that too. No, the damn, they got a big damn wrestling main event pay-per-view tomorrow, WrestleMania, so I'll be watching that.
Men in tights.
Hey, man, I ain't watching it for the men. You ain't been watching lately and seen the women in tights, have you? Ooh, we good God Almighty.
Where they at?
Las Vegas. You know, they made WrestleMania a 2-night event now. It's not just one night anymore.
Oh, I didn't even know that was on. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, it starts tomorrow. They had like the Hall of Fame inductions tonight, but I don't give two shits about that.
I used to watch it back in the day every weekend when
Steve Austin.
Steve Austin.
Stone Cold.
I used to laugh my ass off.
Well, you will see him tomorrow in the ring. If you watch it tomorrow, you got Netflix?
Actually, I do.
Well, that's where it's gonna be. It's gonna be on Netflix.
Man, what time? I check it out.
You're an hour behind me, so I would probably say 5 your time, 5:30, 6, something like that. I would think.
All right, I'll check it out and see. I ain't watched that in several years. It wasn't what it used to be when I was watching it. That's just me.
It's not. I mean, look how much it changed when I first started watching it and started going. My dad started taking me that shit back in like 74, 75. I mean, it's just really changed since then. You know what I mean? Back when, you had the Andre the Giants and the big Jim Studs, the big guys, them big fucking monsters walking around.
Yeah. Well, I got into it because my ex-brother-in-law now was a referee and his cousin was a referee. So I got to meet several of them, not a whole lot of them, but several of them. And they was really nice guys.
They are, man. A lot of people think they're rich assholes and shit like that. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure they are some of those out there. But for the most
I met
part,
one of them. He was a dickhead.
Yeah, but for the most part, them guys are pretty cool, man. They're just playing a character on TV. That's all it is.
Yeah, making money. That's it.
That's it. It's all about making money. Even though the money they make these days is fucking stupid. Oh my God. I mean, dude, it's crazy. I mean, you look at the guy, Cody Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes' youngest son.
Yeah.
He's like the big champion of WWE right now. His contract is $8 million a year. Think about it. That's a lot of fucking money. Not counting his merchandise sales and the percentage he gets off that. He gets $8 million a year. I'm like, good God, a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, like the Anderson brothers and all, man. I met all of them. They was very nice guys.
Well, the only one wasn't nice was Ole. He was a fucking dickhead in real life.
I didn't meet Ole personally. I mean,
I met him. He was a fucking asshole. Yeah, he was an asshole. Ole Anderson was an asshole.
Yeah, but there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah, it was Ole, Gene, and then Arn.
Yeah.
But Arn, you really believe it or not, Arn Anderson, he really wasn't even an Anderson. That was just the name they gave him and put him with the Andersons, but he wasn't even part of that family. But Ole and Gene were actually really brothers.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Arn Anderson, you remember Bob Armstrong, right?
Oh God, yeah, man. Who didn't know
I met him several times.
Bob
I don't know if I told this. I'll make it real quick. He retired in Panama City.
Yeah.
And he was crossing the street one day from the grocery store. He got some oranges and all this stuff to walk across. And I don't know if Bob was probably wrong, but he walked out across and the car almost hit him. The guy stopped. And he's like, well, I'm sorry. I didn't see you, blah, blah. He kept trying to walk and the guy kept trying to pick pick a damn fight with him. Guess what happened?
The Bob probably stomped a mud hole in his ass right there on the
Yeah, he was almost 70 years old. He whipped that motherfucker's ass.
Yeah, Bob Armstrong was no joke. They say that was a man's man in real life. They say he was a badass.
Damn right. Right in the middle of the fucking road.
Yeah. You know, one of his sons died. Brad, what was his younger son's name?
Wasn't it Brad?
No, Brad
No,
is
not Brad.
Brad is a producer for WWE now.
Yeah, not Brad. I can't think of it. Was oh shit. Been so long.
Yeah, I can't remember what his damn name was, and it was real sad too because he was a real good guy, real good wrestler, and all of a sudden he was just gone, man. And you know, all them damn Armstrong guys kept themselves in really, really good shape too.
Yeah, my ex-brother-in-law, he had an 80 something Thunderbird. I ended up buying it when he was trying to get rid of it. He had to go pick up Andre the Giant because the plane was late to get into the farm center, and he said he could barely get that motherfucker in the car.
Well, goddamn, he was
He had to
foot something, 500 pounds.
Put
the
the
big old
seat all the way back. He said it was funny as hell. His knees was almost touching the damn windshield.
I can believe it. Have you ever seen that? You ever seen pictures of him holding a beer can?
No, I've met him in person. I was
I have too.
Holy shit.
I have too, but have you ever seen him holding a 12-ounce beer can?
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
The can disappears in his hand. Literally, the can is gone. That's how big that fucking dude's hands was. They were fucking massive.
Let's see. What was the other? Robert. I'm trying to think his name.
Oh no, but I bet you mean you're talking about wrestling. It's probably boring the shit out of everybody on this panel. Because nobody else is speaking, so I'm sure they're all bored.
A lot nicer than what you thought they was.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Just people doing a job, making money, just like anybody else. Is all. They just chose entertainment, you know.
Damn, what was his name? Robert. God, first name was Robert. I can't remember his last name. He had a brother too that wrestled. I can't think of his name.
Robert Johnson.
Nope.
Robert Redford.
Robert Redford. That motherfucker.
Yeah, I met him too.
Broom. You met Robert Redford?
Robert Redford.
Yeah, but he wasn't an actor. He was a drunk. Anyway. Damn, what was his name?
You sure we talk about the same day Robert Redford?
He was a joke.
Been saying that motherfucker was an actor. That motherfucker looked like a shriveled up prune now.
Damn, what was his name? I can't think of it. Anyway, he was a so-called bad guy. Everybody hated him. He was the nicest guy.
Talking about Jake Snake Robert?
No, Jake. No, I've seen him many times, but I ain't never met him. He was more of nothing but Georgia, Florida, and Alabama wrestling.
Oh,
back
God.
I cannot think of his name.
I've probably seen him and don't know who the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
Well, somebody else bring up a subject other than us talking about wrestling, because we can tell we're putting all of you motherfuckers to sleep.
Well, I'm going to have to tell you that I'm going to pop off here because I am about ready to fall asleep.
Yeah. It's 11 o'clock, so it's time to go.
Oh, so it sounds like Funky's finna shut it down then.
Yeah, it's time to go.
All righty, fellas.
Funky, thank you. Bama, everybody in the chat, you guys have a good night.
All right, thank you, Jim. I appreciate it.
And Funky, appreciate you letting us get up here talking about boring ass wrestling.
All right.
Well, guys and guys.
Bama, I will call you tomorrow when I know it's coming on. I will send you a text telling you to switch over. So.
Yeah, hit me up. Let me know.
Yeah,
all right, well, you guys take care, man. Funky, appreciate it, buddy. Had a good night, man. Everybody in the chat, y'all have a good night.
Funky.
Yeah. Later.